Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Note to self, I need to stop doing... I need to stop using my PC for like 3 hours before I actually start streaming. And no, it's not just that. I need to stop having OBS open when I'm not streaming. Because what I will usually do is I'll schedule my stream like 2 hours before it starts, because I know people won't see it immediately, but then I just keep OBS open, and then I have like Chrome. I have like 5 billion Chrome tabs because I'm working on stuff. I think that's probably why, but I don't know how to. I'm not the most technically literate person on the planet, if I have to be so honest. So I don't know if I can, like, what's the word for that? I guess kind of clear everything that I've done on my PC from OBS? But whatever. Maybe I should just be restarting my whole PC before I start stream. See if that does anything. But welcome in, everybody. I'm very excited for today. My throat is kind of dying, which is terrible because this is a talking stream. This is a character story stream, but it'll probably be fine. I had a ginger beer, and then I have tea, and then I have like a bottle of water. I feel like that's not like the greatest combination of things, but like ginger beer is pretty, I don't know, it's pretty good, at least for me. Compared to tea, it's better at clearing my throat and like my sinuses. But it is dry season, and it's also winter. It's been snowing a lot, so and I keep forgetting to turn on my humidifier because I can't really have it in the room that I stream in, because there's a lot of my PC is like open. The case is just like cracked open because my fans have been struggling to actually cool down the PC. Because it's like the walls of the PC are actually trapping the heat in. So I just took off some of the walls of the case just to like let it breathe. And I don't want any moisture getting into the PC. And then I also what do you call it? I also have a lot of instruments in my room. I have some guitars. So like I also don't want those to be exposed to moisture. But then like the cost of that is that this room is so freaking dry and I'm constantly dying. I was not built for this. I'm a SoCal girl. I've grown up on the freaking beach. And then suddenly switching to a different place that's so dry all the time. Oh god. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. I was thinking of doing the, doing this. Cause, okay, I did this first. I did the discounted 5 pool for 10. I didn't get anything, obviously. My luck is not that good, but I also just want to see if I get anything from this, and then I'll actually start saving. And I'm probably still not gonna get Broom, at least not now. But like, I don't know. I was trying Beryl and Reveries with the trial, Isolde, but like, I don't really have a team for her. My only choices is just like, I guess Vila for sustain and buff, and then Lapera for more buff. Cause I'm just like, I don't know. I've seen that the usual team for Beryl before any of the other Lingering Glow characters gets released is just like, it's just Beryl, Isolde, and then like Flutter Tutu. And I do not have Flutter Tutu, so whatever. But I don't know how to play Beryl. I also did her survey, and I was like, god damn, the damage is crazy, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I need to read. I should be reading. But I have enough for, this is enough for a 7, right? Ooh, it is. Might as well. It's discounted. I'll do this little 7, and then we'll save for my Pookie next patch. See if my streamer luck comes around. Why is this so slow? Suddenly. I didn't do anything. It's been happening since yesterday. Oh, my baby. My son. Sigh. Oh well. Oh well. I'll get her someday. I guess I'll just have a barrel with like, three general supports or something.
I appreciate you letting it speak.
2 blue for short fights, 2 pink for long, 2 green if you want to be funny. I don't even know. I don't remember what the green does. I don't know. I'll look at it. We'll see about it. Someone said Broom is like that isekai MC, you just can't skip her. That's ooh, I want her. I do want her, but I want the character from next patch more, unfortunately. That's Pookie. I can't skip Pookie, but I also sometimes I can't. This is so evil. I still remember when these patches came out on CN, and I was me and my friends, we saw the banner line up, and we were just like, oh my god, this is pulling on 3 banners in a row, evil. But at least this patch is, since it's limited and everything, it's gonna be a while, so I have time to save. And I have the roaring month. The 3 roaring months. That's still crazy to me. What was I gonna say? I'm so brain empty today. I've been playing nothing but Arknights today. Oh, right. I was gonna stream this. I was gonna do this on the weekend, and I was like, maybe I can do something. Maybe I can stream something else in between. And then it turns out that I'm going on a family trip, because something my parents love to do is plan stuff and then not tell me. And it's awful for me because I will plan my weekend ahead. Like I will try to plan my entire week ahead, including like not just like stream, but just like the stuff that I'll work on and the stuff that I'll do. But then they won't tell me that we have something, that we're gonna be doing something. So we're gonna go, I don't know what we're doing. I remember I was told there was gonna be like some kind of castle, like an old castle, and like a train ride with a nice view. So it does seem exciting. Oh, and also afternoon tea. I don't know what we're doing. I feel crazy trying to explain it without actually knowing what we're doing. I don't know where we're going. I just know that it's gonna be like fancy, I guess, a little bit. So that's why I'm doing this now. I'm doing this earlier than I thought I would, so I sped ran my assignment just for this. So I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I actually did it pretty quickly, TBH, but I don't know. Programming is not that hard. Or at least the stuff that we're doing. Yay, computer science. I am gonna finish this freaking tea. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting sick, especially since I started going back to classes, like going on campus and everything. I'm like, oh my god. I'm such a germaphobe. Every time I hear, like, I'm the kind of person that like visibly flinches when you hear someone cough loudly, and I'm like, oh my god, are you sick? Am I gonna die? But also, like, I just have like a really bad immune system, so I feel like I'm valid for being a little paranoid. But yeah, today we will be doing character story first, and then anecdote. I will not be doing, what do you call it? I will not be doing the French accent today. You can't make me. I'm not only am I gonna embarrass myself, but I feel like I'm gonna, I'm gonna offend somebody. I can't do the French accent. Melon and game making is something I thought it was an art uni. It's just general computer science. I don't know what yet. Probably cybersecurity or something. I don't know. But there's no dedicated art universities in my state. So here we are. Also, like, as much as, listen, I love drawing. I'm never gonna stop drawing, because if I stop drawing, I'm probably just gonna be, like, so depressed for the rest of my life. That being said, I know that drawing is not always guaranteed to make me money. That's just the truth of it. And also I just don't have time to draw. I mean, because I'm in classes and everything. I don't know. I wanted to go to an art uni before. I would love to, but I feel like the only way I'm gonna be doing that now is if I'm guaranteed to get a good job as an artist. It's sad, but it's just the truth. That's just life. I would like to do game making though, even just for fun. I think actually, oh my god, I think game development is an option for my major. But like, I don't know what the extent of that is. And I also don't know how many weird people are gonna be. I don't know, something tells me that I'm gonna meet like a bunch of weird people in a class like that, or in classes like those. Yeah, that's also something I try to take into account when I was like when I was like in high school, and like talking to my teachers and my parents and everything, and I was like, I want to be away from the weird people as much as possible. Take me to the chill, smart people. I guess that would be artists. No, that's not true. Artists are like a weird mix of chill but like absolutely insane people. And I am I think I'm a good testament to that. Because I think I've had people tell me that I've subverted their expectation because they thought that I was just like the stereotypical quiet kid, and then they got me, and then they heard me talk about Yuri or something, and they were like, "Wow, she's actually a little bit insane." Artist, that's just like the canon artist event. Yeah, game making is like, I don't know. It's either like the most incredible thing ever, or the worst experience ever. There's no in between. You're either gonna be dirt poor, or you're gonna make it big, and there's no in between. And I don't know if I want to take that gamble. I may have a gambling addiction, but like that's too big of a gamble for me. I feel like betting my life on it. Can't make art in as a square, they say. That's so true. Oh my god. Sometimes I wish that I was an art major, or I went to an art school. Because like, there are a lot of my classmates are just like straight white people who are so boring and they're normies. They don't watch anime. They don't like manga. They only play like games that I've never touched in my life. And I'm like, damn, how do I make friends like this? How am I supposed to interact with people when the only thing I know is gacha games and Yuri? It's terrible. Speaking of Yuri, the main reason I'm excited for this is because people were telling me about telling me that the freaking Beryl Arcana edit is related to this. So I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. After, especially after watching that freaking edit. I watched it a couple more times. Because I was like, I was so baffled by how insane this edit was. Their edits are always crazy though. I still think about how they literally tagged Senti Marsha in their edits. Like, that's crazy. That's how you confirm a canon ship. Thank you, Reverse. Actually, what are the tags of the Arcana one? The Arcana Beryl one. I shouldn't check. YouTube's not gonna load. YouTube hates me. Guess we'll find out. I should not be yapping. I should not be yapping when I have like 2 stories to be reading through. Let's go. Reverse shorts moving from Arcana to Barricana. Hey, a little bit for everyone. Oh my god, baby Matilda. Excusez-moi, don't push me.
Pardon? Comme c'est très impoli.
She's so cute. Oh my god. You brute, you stepped on my foot. In a hubbub, no one notices the angry little girl. Too small to resist the crowd, she is swept along with it. Oh. All the grown-ups are rushing to the front. I won't be able to see a thing. Nothing, Matilda. What to do now? Oh, I've got it. She carefully backs up. Still sturdy enough. She's gonna stand on a box. She finds a discarded crate and steps up on it. Aww. The Foundation hardly ever holds these sort of parade ceremonies. They work with the bouanich family for years, so I should take this chance to learn more about them. Even better if I can find out their secrets. The safe houses that shelter from the strange rain, for example. How did I find them? Why do you know that? She thinks for a moment. My mom made many prophecies for them. All accurate, of course. So asking them for a little honesty is hardly unreasonable. But I do admire the Foundation for their generosity toward our family. I'll be taking over the family business someday, after all. Our responsible heir should show her support. A procession dressed in white approaches, the young arcanists walk in dignified unison, solemnly representing their organization. As she catches sight of the orange-haired girl leading the procession, her whispered monologue halts, and her proud excitement falters into uncertainty.
Yes.
Oh my god, is this when she first saw Sonetto? The procession members are all outstanding, but that girl is unmistakably the greatest among them. Anyone could see it. Maman, look, I want to be like her someday, marching proudly at the front. Then you have to work hard. Only the best can become a leader like that. The best. Aww. Matilda looks around. Everyone's looking at her. I know Matilda's Sonetto crumbs. It's me cute. The orange-haired girl passes by in suit. Matilda can only see her back. Thoughts swell in her chest. Her heartbeat quickens. Then she leaps from the crate and runs without looking back. Wow, even as a kid, even as a little itty-bitty baby, immediately drawn to Sonetto. I know, girl failure at this age. Oh, Matilda. Upon seeing what's inside, she stops, slowly stepping aside. A thin woman sits, her hands clasped together as she gazes in anxious hope at the lady with the crystal pendulum in hand. Madame Bouanich, can my daughter be cured? Beryl does not reply. Her expression is calm, her eyes half lowered. So many people come to Maman for help every day. The girl sighs as though helpless, though the pride on her face is unmistakable. Her mother is famous for the accuracy of her prophecies, The diviner's words are a ray of light for those in distress. This is the diviner of the bouanich family. One day, I will be just as spectacular as Maman. She watches her mother with pride, waiting for the pendulum's glow to fade and for her to speak.
No need to worry.
Your daughter will recover. Then what should I do? I've gone to every hospital in Paris. Cadiz. Medicine is not the only cure. Rumors can cause as much harm as any illness. You mean... I understand, Madame Bouanich. Thank you. Thank you truly. The woman rises, bows, and hurriedly leaves, a box full of precious crystals in her arms. She doesn't even notice when one slips out. Madame, you dropped a crystal. Oh, the little sound of her, like, running. Procuring those crystals was not her aim. Faced with a future she believes to be certain, crystals have no true value. And will you have more customers later, Maman? I wanna...
Matilda.
I know, Matilda. Go outside and hang the close sign. Beryl picks up the crystal from the floor and looks gently at her daughter. Is also the event Zanetta's first skin was about. Oh, that little, like, the marching band looking one? A free one, right? Oh, that's cute. Matilda animatedly described the procession and the orange-haired girl. Beryl maintains a gentle smile, while her gaze rests lightly on her daughter. She seems distant.
Elle va bien, je suppose.
I don't know what the lines she's saying are, but she's so cute. I have to admit, she did look impressive. But if you if you transfer me there, I'll be leading the next procession, I assure you. Then she'll have to watch my back as I walk on ahead. Caught up in her own excitement, she doesn't notice the crystal pendulum in her mother's hand faintly glow again. What's up with this pendulum? Maman?
Matilda.
Did you foretell my answer to this request? No, I didn't.
Why is that?
She's so cute. There's no need for me to define this. Even if you don't agree at first, I'm certain I can convince you. Indeed, it seems you're doing so now. However, if you already knew the answer, there would be no need to work so hard. Matilda instantly picks up the meaning behind her mother's words. Joy blooms in her heart in an instant. She doesn't notice the emotion that flickers briefly across her mother's face. Maman, you mean?
Certainly.
There's no reason to refuse. Superb! Then I'll... Hello? What is happening? My apologies, I mean no interruption. An unexpected visitor swings open the door, bringing the echoes of the chaos outside with her. Her apology is emotionless.
Pardon? Comme c'est très impoli.
Didn't you read the sign? We're closed. We're not taking...
Matilda.
She looks at her mother in surprise. The usual gentle smile on Beryl's face is a shade fainter. Beryl Bouanich, there are none with prophecies as through... Oh my god, wait. There are none with prophecies as true as thine. In thy sight, the past, the present, and future coexist. The gifts thou sawest this day were merely the memories of yesterday. And thou placed a close sign early, just as the future instructed. Yet here I am, utterly unpredicted. OMG. Mother visiting mother. Truthfully, I did not recognize the silhouette at first. I was like, what the heck? Let me see her. Show her to me. I feel like I haven't seen her in forever.
Qui est-ce?
Just who does she think she is? barging in here while I am having such an important conversation with my mom. Beryl follows routine and leads the guests to the crystal display room. Mama never sees visitors after closing. Why today? Oh, Matilda. Oh my god, it's the freaking keyhole. She cannot join them inside, but curiosity drives her to listen in as best as she can. Deep in the parlor, translucent light refracts the figures within like scattered shards inside the kaleidoscope. I hear one must show sincerity if one wishes for a prophecy from beryl bouanich. Thus, thy clients purchase more crystals than they truly have need of. And thou art content with such an arrangement. Typical merchant's logic. Managing a business is no easy feat. You misunderstand. I make no judgment. I too will offer my sincerity, one I am sure will not disappoint a diviner such as thyself. I'm not doing the accent. Matilda pricks up her ears, catching the drifting words, her eyes locked on the shadows on the floor. Madame Bouanich, dost thou wish to see my future? Perhaps what thou seekest is but a glance away. What maman seeks? The room goes so quiet you could hear a pin drop. After a faint laugh, Matilda sees the pendulum fall and sway in the dark. Oh. Creepy. A light yet potent force spreads through the room. Every crystal trembles, responding to the diviner's call with dazzling light. The radiance swells, as if trying to burst beyond the small chamber. Madame Bouanich, what dost thou see? The question lands softly. This is creepy. Like crystal striking stone, a ringing follows, sharp and piercing. Suddenly, the light begins to falter, flickering between brilliance and shadow. What's happening? What is happening? Crystals tumble to the floor one after another, their glow dimming. At last, the light contracts and vanishes. First, the pendulum in Beryl's hand, then the crystals nearby, then farther and farther, each burst, scattering shards across the room. How could this be? The diviner freezes, instinctively stepping back.
Maman?
Ignoring all else, Matilda rushes to her mother's side. Aw, baby. Oh no, your hand is bleeding. Whatever you want, you are not welcome here. Aw. Matilda whirls around, stepping in front of her mother. It seems this isn't the time to chat. I order you to leave the parlor right this instant. All her training forgotten, she speaks only from instinct, to keep her mother safe. Aww. She's so sweet. After a long moment, a faint sigh softens the tension. Like the hum of a cracking crystal.
Matilda.
She turns, her mother's hand gently touches her cheek. The cool sensation is like a gem freshly mined from the earth, untouched by the sun's warmth.
Maman?
Hello? Today, you made a choice filled with passion and resolve. Besides that, there is nothing else you need to remember from today. What the hell? Drowsiness grows over her, forcing her eyes to shut and soothing away her troubled thoughts. This matter has drained all your strength. So now, I need to rest, so I'll have the energy to prepare for transferring schools.
This fee.
What the heck? That's weird. She falls into darkness. Ugh. Oh dear. The linden tea releases a gentle fragrance, but neither person seated at the table cares for it. The host who served the tea takes only a single sip and does not lift the cup again. The taste of this tea was revealed to her long before today. Drinking it now is merely confirmation of it. Thy decisiveness surpasses my expectations. You did not wish the conversation to be interrupted. Fulfilling a guest's need is a basic skill of any merchant.
However,
And I will not... I can't speak today. And I will not deny that this arrangement happens to satisfy both parties. In the display room, Matilda sits slumped against the wall, quietly asleep. You're not even gonna move her to like a bed or something? Poor girl. Well then, Madame Bouanich, what didst thou see? Understanding one another's identities is the premise of conversation. How might I address you, my guest? The need of words for clarity must be quite unusual for one of thy abilities, Oh, she did say that she... Seems like Beryl didn't predict this. The diviner observes the person before her again, gathering her words. You are unlike any human or arcanist I have ever known. You exist outside the oracles I may perceive. I can only conclude that you are a heterogeneous being, one that even prophecy cannot contain. Please, forgive my bluntness. No matter. Continue. A haze gathers about you, a darkness the pendulum cannot penetrate. And in whispering circles my ears, endless, incomprehensible. From the moment the guest entered, a damp heaviness had filled the room, the kind of air most unsuitable for stirring crystals. Like the stifling pressure before a storm.
I see.
I have received your sincerity. I cannot see your future. Your life stream does not reveal its course to me. It is no mere gift to one who claims to see all things. And you are not surprised by this result.
Then, what is it you ask?
Oh, the price of a fair exchange. Madame Bouanich, when last did thou fall into the depths of doubt? On a map of fate, all has its destined place. Time loses its linear meaning, and there is no hiding from it. For thou seest it true, where all things have been, where they now remain, and where they are soon to go. Only there was a rain. Ah yes, thou hast seen it, and I know of it as well. The white robes have always given little. They shelter thee from the rain, yet deprive thee of the right to truly see it. A rain that flowed up from the ground.
A rain. Beyond prediction.
Just like your visit today. In late 1999, inside a safe house provided by the Foundation, Beryl witnessed the rain flow upward. When did this rain begin? How did it form? Why did it appear? For the first time in her life, the unknown had arrived, bringing endless questions with it. Beryl stared at the rain beyond the window, unable to look away. What I seek is simple. One hint from a diviner, one insight. An answer to a question none other can answer. Madame Bouanich, thou mayst call me Arcana. Oh my god, mother. I feel like I haven't seen her in this outfit in forever. Pray tell, how dost thou view the storm? Mother reveal. I miss her. I already miss her. Do I have Beryl? I do. I won. Thank freaking god. Managed to get her last stream. I already got like... I got like used to seeing Arcana's other outfit. Courtyard on the outskirts of Delhi. If you ever visit this place, it is so quiet it feels as though the sun itself has cooled.
But
Oh, hello, Broom. I understand Madame Bouanich needs a quiet place to recover. But this place is in the middle of nowhere. Surely no one will travel all this way just to buy crystals, will they? The gem hunter, having left the lively gem market, can't help but sigh. She walks towards the side room at the corridor's end, a conversation drifting over from it. So, in Moorpunk, in the room, a lively young girl is talking rapidly before Beryl. She hears movement from outside and turns.
Bonjour. You must be the jewel hunter Maman spoke of, right?
God, I love this outfit. She's so cute. A young face that resembles Beryl at first glance, yet is entirely different upon a closer look.
Goodness!
So Madame Bouanich really does have a daughter. I mean, she told you, Broom. What radiant celestial energy you have! The great Matilda must not miss this chance. A diviner must also learn to read the symbolic language of the stars. Regula's line? Oh my god, it is. The conversation between mother and daughter continues. Broom chooses not to interrupt the reunion. She quietly organizes the crystals Beryl has not yet put away, watching her from the corner of her eye.
Matilda,
Do you believe that borrowing the power of the stars, you may truly see the future? Well, the shifting of celestial phases mirrors the relationship between the universe and human destiny.
then
And once you join the Foundation, what will fate mean to you then? Is it in the angle of the moonlight, or the image shown in a crystal ball? She poses her daughter a rare question. Broom stops what she's doing and looks back at Matilda. Matilda shows the same confusion and hesitation she feels inside. No, that is only the shallowest edge of fate. Fate gives us guidance. It is precise, but it requires spirit to comprehend. Still, I believe that every omen in this world is part of the path of destiny. The diviner smiles, saying nothing.
Maman, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
No, nothing. You are just as you were. I'm glad to see it. From the moment you asked to transfer schools, your choice is to follow the stream of fate. Beryl seems to return her earlier demeanor.
Ah!
This is a test, isn't it? From one diviner to another.
this fee.
Naturally, and you passed. Seeing Matilda's joy, Broom furrows her brow. If someone like Beryl told you they had a kid, would you believe them? Honestly, probably not. Maybe not, huh? Most of the sapphires circulating the trades are fakes these days. I plan to go directly to the mining site. With Matilda gone, Broom finally has a chance to explain her next plan to Beryl. During her final moments in Paris, the gem hunter and the diviner formed a partnership. Oh, so this is like right after Flowing Feast. Now, their search for the rare Kashmir sapphire had brought them to Delhi.
I see.
Then I'll have to trouble you to make the trip. Yes, Adele? Is there something else you wish to say?
Madame Bouanich.
Were you truly praising Matilda just now?
As you can see,
I believe I made myself clear. But
Adele,
take this orbiculum? Whatever. Crystal messaging will be more stable than a communicator in the mines. You'll keep us in contact should anything go wrong. She shows a gentle smile. Broom accepts the, I don't know how to say it. Is it am I saying that right? Orbiculum? Orbiculum? That doesn't sound right. Understanding she should not press further. I'm calling it the orb. Right. A month later, the rain flows upward once more, accompanied by zealous pop art. In a safe house, Broom watches Beryl's busy figure in a daze. The sapphire that nearly cost Broom her life is now placed at the center of the table. Why are you still making that face? I'd have thought you got yourself together after leaving the mines. I almost forgot that Felician is is just here now. Felician, the escapee of death, lingers on in a jewel. Only the diviner who entrapped her and the gem hunter who shares her life can hear her voice. Then I must be like Madame Bouanich, calm no matter what. Never shaken, no matter what I face. Outside, the rain grows heavier. Meanwhile, the diviner takes her seat. Her hand rests upon the mineral, and the glow of the ritual grows. I only hope Madame Bouanich's ritual is successful this time. At least then, everyone's efforts will mean something. The safe house glows as bright as daylight as every mineral hums in tune. Broom squints, struggling to keep her eyes on Beryl. What is this ritual for? What exactly is Madame Bouanich seeing? The answer slips away. The cashmere sapphire reaches its limit and bursts. Uh-oh. Fragments scatter across the floor. Failed again.
Madame Bouanich.
Are you alright? Beryl sits motionless, eyes lowered, thinking for a moment. This ritual lasted longer than the last.
I am afraid this is not what I was looking for.
Sapphire is not the most suitable material. The stone's value is reduced to nothing. Madame, you have never answered this question directly. But now, please tell me, what is it you're trying to see through this ritual? Beryl is silent. After a long moment, she lifts her eyes.
The truth you seek, Adele. Did you find it while you were out on your search?
The storm has disrupted the world. The chaos of this era will bring it again at some point, just like in Paris. Before it stops, there's no predicting which era it will take us to, even for you.
Then,
What is your conclusion? The roles of questioner and answerer switch. For some reason, the scene invokes a strong sense of deja vu. But she answers firmly. The storm has made life lose all meaning. Beryl lets out a soft laugh. Broom suddenly recalls where the scene occurred. Just earlier, between Beryl and Matilda.
Beryl, what's got you so on edge of late?
Thank God for Felician. Everybody cheered. That's kind of interesting that Beryl can also hear her, but I suppose that makes sense. It is during Morpong a little bit before the prologue. Now we have the storm in the prologue. Ah. Oh, I did not realize that Morpong is pre-prologue. The bluntness of the question cuts through the fragile calm.
on edge?
Sulky, anxious, irritated. Pick whichever you prefer. I can't go as high as Felician, I'm sorry. But that is how you're acting. Oh, a rare sight indeed. The ever composed Beryl Bouanich, even when revealing her terrible taste, she hides it beneath a false calm. But how to explain such an absurd phenomenon? The visible disappointment, the mockery with no place to go. You hold an answer only you know, reveal it to no one, yet expect us all to see straight through to it. Your arrogance is well hidden, I'll give you that, yet still you long for someone who can see what you see. Everyone else is simply too slow, aren't they? Felician gasped for breath. Oh. She had done her best to conceal her weakness in this confrontation. Beryl smiled again.
I see.
So I'm anxious then. This is not the smile she uses to navigate social worlds, but a smile born from within, vivid enough to change her whole expression. In the faint lines at the corner of her eyes, the shattered gemstone glimmers softly. None can force me to make a choice. All those possibilities unknown to me. The only one who holds the power to decide is a me that has not yet come to be.
Then it is this new
just
self
kidding.
which unsettles me.
Keep forgetting that Beryl talks like really slow. She smiles, gathers the fragments in her palm, and hands them to Broom. Adele, you search for meaning. Would you like to keep them? When did I begin to no longer need me and the possibilities it brings? Memories surfaced before her. Before I was born, the parlor of crystals was nothing more than an old, cramped shop.
My mother.
Okay. My mother, facing the difficulties of survival, took the box of crystals passed down from her mother. She had no carefully laid business plan, no network built over generations. But she knew the crystals were of good quality and would fetch a fair price. Just as they had for those distant relatives. And with the addition of a few small gifts, many would gladly help her sustain her life. Clarine. I saw a window set into a stone wall. It was damp, cold, but outside the window was a clear blue sky, where all light gathered. The woman quickly sorts through the tangled thoughts in her mind as she described what the orb revealed.
Look.
She attempted to push beyond her limits to reach the truth. What does that mean? It's best not to rush. Understanding fate's hidden language requires patience and insight. An ill-matched scene. It means your life may need a turning point, or that you may soon fall into hardship.
As you can see.
Fate was stingy with her. The image it provided ever unclear. She had to choose her words carefully. Gently, leaving room for retreat. Madame Clarine, do you mean...
You must live cautiously.
Your life is indeed improving. The turning point has already arrived. You must be cautious moving forward. It will determine whether you live outside the window or inside it. Oh, I knew it! Those greedy parasites! Madame Clarine, thank you for the warning. No need to thank me. This is but a small repayment for your generosity. The client leaves, taking the yellow crystals he purchased with him. This was her tactic. After the sale, she would offer a complimentary divination to draw in the curious. She interpreted vague symbols, disguising fate's turn as gentle care. She even led them to believe that if they followed her guidance, what the pendulum showed was only a possibility, not destiny. Just like the window my mother saw.
And then...
It was a window of a prison cell, and the sky outside was the last view that client would see at the end of his life. For he would soon face the guillotine. The parasites he spoke of would later join with the police to steal the key to the treasury he guarded. How do I know this? Let me tell you.
Everything's fine.
Hello, the baby crying sound. The woman gently pats the wailing infant in her arms, pacing the room with a furrowed brow.
My mother.
The crystal business has finally stabilized, and my mother, no longer needing to worry about survival, started a family. But for a long time after my birth, my crying never ceased. My mother lost sleep, grew thinner day by day, and the business, which had just begun to flourish, nearly died back to a stump. Her modest divination revealed nothing to her, so she turned her hopes to a doctor. The doctor examined the infant carefully. After a long silence, he removed his stethoscope and shook his head. I'm sorry, madame. There's only so much medicine can do. I see nothing wrong with the child. Fate has no pity. It had forced endless histories into a mind not yet ready to hold them. Crying was inevitable. When I began to speak, to walk, to step beyond the estate, when I saw the very same people I had seen in those visions.
Only then did I understand. What I saw was a glimpse of the future.
A law that transcends time and space, reenacting the past, present, and future in an endless cacophony. Among its noise, the history of the family called Bouanich unfolded before me. My gift led my mother to believe I was not suited for public education.
And then,
So she kept me at home and taught me everything she herself had learned. The cover of the Revelations of Lenormand hits the table with a thud, breathing out a puff of golden dust into the air. A voice declared to me that the moment of judgment had come for the crowned one. That was Napoleon's defeat in the Lenormand prophecy.
J'ai vu quelque chose aussi.
Oh my god! Baby Beryl! Oh, she's so cute. Brilliant crystals will glitter in our parlor, and customers will come one after another, drawn by our name. Our storefront will be elegant and luxurious, and raw minerals from all over the world will all be within our reach.
You mean
Allons-nous donner vie à ma vision?
Shall we bring my vision to reality? Oh, hello. Mademoiselle Beryl, about my fate. Your fate, it takes an ambiguous form. Wait a moment, is about to take shape. Their true radiance only forms when they finally meet. Ooh, a little puzzle. For fragments too faint for the eye, turn to gaze inward. All it takes is a flash of clarity. Auto-assemble. No thanks. I can do this. This is a weird piece though. Is this a hat? This is goofy. Oh, I can turn them. Oh dear. I don't want to turn them. Always do the edges first. Your fate. So it goes. To be guided. Thank you for your reading, Mademoiselle Beryl. Madame Clarine, please show me only your finest crystals, would you? Price is no concern. Please, come with me. A bouanich crystal never disappoints.
and then,
I took my mother's seat, where she once conducted her fortune-tellings. I gave precedence to those fortunes that would please them.
look.
You see, even a brief life will have one or two moments worth cherishing. As for misfortune, I followed my mother's example, disguising calamities as gentle warnings and their silver linings as true hope. Thus, people would not fear fate so greatly that they would refuse to enter the parlor. Ah, Madame Clarine, your daughter is your greatest treasure. So many spend fortunes just to hear a word of divination from her. I wonder if your good fortune will continue for the years to come. Okay. Weird.
Huh.
Monsieur Aloy, I suggest you look after your own shop. Beryl says your district may not remain peaceful for long. Get his ass. Why did he say that? He did not need to say that. Clarine sees the nosy gentleman out, then turns to admire her parlor. Just as her daughter foretold. She sits before her, gazing at her with tender warmth.
beryl.
With every passing day, our parlor flourishes. We ought to be prepared for what will come next.
Beryl, que vois-tu dans mon avenir? Everything's fine now.
Do not fear the prophecy that will hurt me, Beryl. Look at all we have now. We have built the foundation. We can face whatever comes next. Goodness, you've been warned Madame Miro about her treacherous servant and saved her from the smothering of that pillow. Fate is not set in stone. But she knows her mother is desperately hoping for good news.
Maman, dans 3 mois, ta vie sera prise lors d'un vol.
Oh. Okay. Oh god. She's just been stuck with all this from birth? Oh my goodness. Poor thing. That's terrifying to think about. Like a little baby, an infant, that's just had visions of like the far future all at once. Monsieur Eloy's words had pierced my mother, allowing her weakness to pour from the wound. Before then, she had never once asked me to read her fate. But she looked upon all she had gained, her life of comfort, and drew false courage from it. It was on that day that she decided to confront it. So she asked me, and I answered truthfully.
Fate always keeps its promises.
Aww. Monsieur Damien, I haven't seen your wife in nearly 2 months now. Still resting at home, is she? Yes, she's quite fragile. She'll need more time until she's herself again. Oh my, I'll be sure to keep her in my prayers. And Mademoiselle Beryl, may I see her today? I can't speak, what the heck. My apologies, madam. Ever since her mother fell ill, Beryl's been in low spirits. But I can relay a message to her for you. I'm certain she'll be glad to ease your concerns. He glances toward the closed door deep within the showroom, then resumes his polite smile as he greets the next customer. What, did they just like hire a dude to handle the parlor? Books and crystals press into the narrow room, encircling a small figure at its center. This is what's... Whoa, I can't speak. This was where Clarine's career began. She kept it deep within the parlor, like a medal earned in her battle with life.
Les différents.
The infinite contracts inwards, and the light of purification descends. Before all things it reveals itself, the Sephiroth of the infinite.
And then,
After that, I no longer offered my divination. The future had already realized itself. I was to move to the next place. Life is only a phenomenon. Once placed beneath fate, it becomes transparent, its ending visible at a glance.
what is fate to you?
Why does it hold this absolute power? The teaching of the Kabbalist became my reference.
My mother.
As for Madame Clarine, she was an interesting person. Beryl watches the moonlight through the window. The sound of a fierce argument drifts past her ears and thins into the night.
Are you trying to kill me?
Oh, hello. I said you must not return home now. But this is my home too, and your daughter's, mind you. Oh, this is the husband. Okay. I think. We're a family, Clarine. We ought to stay together, to face this coming disaster as one.
Huh.
Wow. Genes did not do anything. No, your presence will only push me closer to death. The wretch may have followed you in already, hiding in the kitchen with a knife, waiting for midnight to strike. Clarine, stop. You're imagining things. No one followed us, and didn't you already throw the knife away? Leave the parlor. I can deal with that. But what about our daughter? Are you going to abandon Beryl too? Hearing her name, the girl turns. Clarine rushes to her barefoot, drops to a crouch, and grabs her by the shoulders. Beryl, you understand, don't you?
Tout ce que j'ai fait. Tu comprends pourquoi je l'ai fait?
Everything I'd done, you understand why I did it. Besides, I have to live if I'm gonna- Whoa, oh my god. Besides, I have to live if I'm to continue to love you. Isn't that right? She examines her mother's twisted, frantic expression. Papa. Damon stares at his daughter in surprise. Her eyes rest on her mother with a faint, unreadable interest.
Ça va.
We'd best not We'd best not disturb her. My mom will be fine.
My mother.
Madame Clarine had escaped hardship through her will alone.
As you can see,
Facing death, though distorted and desperate, she revealed the same core that had once sustained her. For 15 days after hearing the prophecy, she had tried to remain composed.
and then
For the rest of the month, she did all she could to prevent it, repairing doors and windows, dismissing the servants. By the second month, she no longer dared step outside, isolating herself even from her husband and child. She carved herself an island in the river of fate, swearing to stay far away from its swirling currents.
it was touching.
Her efforts were so moving that I almost felt a trace of longing for what she fought for. Almost. God, Beryl is so interesting. Before her death, all our conversation had been reduced to a single repeated exchange. Beryl, had my fate changed?
Non, maman.
Aw. How fortunate to come on a day Mademoiselle Beryl is willing to divine. But is your mother well? She's been ill for so long. It must be 2 years now, mustn't it? Oh, 2 years.
Peut-être.
My mother had never stopped resisting her disease. Perhaps she may recover after all. That's just wonderful. So, Madame Celine, what troubles you? My husband has returned home in several days. A vision strikes abruptly. It flashes before Beryl's eyes. Her mother draws open the curtains. Harsh sunlight falls upon her pale face. Oh, she dead. A fine day indeed. Perfect for a little walk, I'd say. After years of silence, her voice is hazy and mumbling. She turns back into the room, takes an old dress from the wardrobe, and changes out of her yellowed house robe. Mademoiselle Beryl. She gazes outward, watching the woman in the vision. Clarine sits at the dressing table, carefully arranging her hair. She smiles at the mirror, releasing the tension long locked in her brow. Oh, she's dead. She looks at peace, as if nothing in the world could trouble her. She leaves the room and walks toward the front door. Beryl, is this the last you'll see of me?
C'est mon choix.
Then let me tell you, this is my choice. She speaks directly into the open air. Then she opens the door and steps out of the home she has not left in 2 years. Mademoiselle, are you alright? Clarine walks along the street toward the parlor. Oh, Madame Clarine, you've recovered, have you? Thank you for your concern. I'm well. In fact, I've never felt better. She gracefully greets them, then takes her leave. She enters a narrow alley. She must pass through to reach the street with the parlor. Well, Clarine would never emerge at the other end of that alley. It's not gonna be like super. I feel like if she didn't get killed by robbers, then it's gonna be like something worse. Mademoiselle Beryl. The diviner returns to herself amid Madame Celine's anxious calling. No one present senses what is about to occur.
C'est le destin.
My apologies, Madame Celine. I was distracted for a moment. Oh, that's quite alright. Are you well? The young diviner smiles faintly.
Ça va.
Just fine, madame.
Le destin est immuable.
That is crazy for her to say, after what I assume is Clarine's death. Madame Clarine failed. On that day, she chose her own end.
I was grateful.
I was grateful to her, not only for her love as a mother, but because she confirmed for me the true nature of fate.
Fate is a woven net, and we the prey, caught between the fibers. And yet, it leaves us just enough space to breathe. Enough to make us believe we still have the freedom to choose a path, which is, in fact, the only one left to us. It was touching.
The romanticism is charming, but is there truly any difference between those who believe in free will and those who surrender to fate? Like my mother, who exhausted every avenue, even withdrew herself from the world, only to delay the ending by a fraction. That brief, fierce strength that once shown in her would continue to play out in countless others. I enjoyed observing them, and yet I knew none would be the exception.
What I saw was a glimpse of the future.
Fate has many names. Absolute force, absolute will, the supreme law. The endless light from the radiant Sephiroth. Beneath this glow, there is no difference between me and them. Thus, naturally, I have no need for me. How dost thou view the storm? More arcana. Aw. Poor Clarine. I mean, I guess I would also kind of lose it if anybody told me, like, hey, you're gonna die in, like, 3 months. But at least I guess a robber attack is preventable, but, like, damn. Poor Clarine. 2 years of isolation. How did a dad ever go together with Beryl? Biggest mystery in reverse, even before the storm. Yet again. What is this one? Why is this in the middle? That's an edge piece if I've ever seen one. I'm glad that it highlights it, but not a fan of having rotatable pieces. Makes it confusing. Hello? Okay. I cannot see where the line between the actual thing and the pieces. To be guided. An expected outcome. This music is so creepy. Honestly, it's like weirdly enchanting, but it's also kind of creepy. Click the... Can I rotate this one? There we go. Don't know where that goes. I can't see. I genuinely can't see where the thing is. I'm focused. Hold on. I'm doing my absolute hardest to see where the pieces are. Something's still amiss. Yeah, a brightness slider would be nice. Rain once again flows upward. The people swallow gold. Don't remind me. Inside the safe house, a crystal is shattered into star-like fragments, and Beryl's face flickers in their glow. She picks up one of the fragments and runs her finger across it.
I am afraid this is not what I was looking for.
This is not the crystal the ritual requires. Okay. What next then? hello. After another long trek, Broom finally arrives in the Ural Mountains. The freezing wind bites at her. Oh my god, give this girl a jacket or something. Ugh, I'm half near frozen. Honestly, Adele, you take Beryl's word as law now. Oops. You nigh on kill yourself finding a stone for Beryl, only for her to shatter it in yet another failed ritual, and set out searching all over again. Aren't you tired of this? Madame Bouanich's ritual seems extremely difficult. Some failures are bound to happen. Is that really your belief? Or are you simply allowing her to toy with you in the name of adventure? This is Beryl Bouanich, ma chérie. Oh my god. Don't call her that. Don't give me crumbs. Other lesser diviners may require rare and pure crystals, but when has she ever cared about such things? Even to sustain life, she only needed a most ordinary white crystal. Yet now she gambles the success of the ritual on stones, which were once nothing but replaceable trinkets to her.
Unbelievable.
What utter tosh? Is Beryl really so inept? Madame Bouanich's abilities aren't what they once were. Perhaps she truly does require stronger conduits now. Conduits. And what's so wrong with that, Elysian continues to chuckle to herself. Oh, never change, diva. At any rate, I do so enjoy watching her stammer. Miss Broom, this way. Just as Felician's finished speaking, a bright voice calls out. A girl waves from not far away. Broom looks toward the sound and freezes in shock. Why?
Mina, what are you doing here?
Who is this? Hello? The white crystal orb glimmers softly, a faint face shimmering within it. You met Mina, the girl you befriended while searching for stones in Delhi. That's right. But now she calls herself Asia? She says she's a baskier and a guide for the mines. She even claims she's never left these mountains. Ooh, she got stormed. Far away in the mining region, Broom had returned to her temporary lodging and locked the door. She took out the orb Beryl gave her and called upon Beryl.
But
I don't know if it's Asia or Asia. I'll say Asia for now. Though Asia's appearance and manner are different from the Mina I met in Delhi, they are the same person. The diviner considers it for a long moment, then lets out a soft, knowing laugh. The same person with a different identity.
I see.
So that's how it is. What does that mean? Beryl casts an unnoticeable glance to the parlor window. A faint silhouette approaches.
Adele.
This is not the moment to talk. Continue your searching for the dementoid. I shall be in contact soon. The orb dims, followed by a knock at the parlor door. God damn it. Can I skip? Ugh! I don't want to see him! Don't show him to me. The usually polite alchemist appears uncharacteristically tense. Hey man, I don't miss you. So, Madame Bouanich, what is your answer?
Interesting indeed.
A resurrection ritual is indeed interesting. Her calm expression reveals nothing. Your daughter Matilda is in the Foundation. As her mother, it will be easy for you to ask her to retrieve a few materials from the Arcanum Containment Department. Whatever, man. What is it that you're hesitating over? My daughter and I have not spoken for quite some time. Making contact might not be wise. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's convenient for her. Like, I can't just ask my daughter I haven't spoken to in forever to go steal from the freaking Foundation. Then allow me to give you a reminder. You can't sit on the fence forever. In the end, you'll choose a side. Man,
I
screw
am
off.
afraid not.
Let her be. Both Manus Vindictae and the Foundation are my collaborators. It is not so complicated as you imagine. Impatience never leads to successful business, Mr. Forget-Me-Not. Allowing time for consideration is a necessary step. I see. Then on the fence you'll stay. I don't even remember what this guy's voice sounds like. I've like blocked it. I've like blocked everything about him from my mind. Realizing there is no use in continuing, he stands and shakes his head. Ever since Paris, you become difficult to contact. And you have grown increasingly distant from our cause. At the door, he turns back to look at her. Man, walk out. Go away. You know very well you cannot survive the rain alone. You mustn't detach yourself from the world, Madame Bouanich. What freaking ever. Screw off. If you're gonna get over here, send your boss or something. I don't want to see him. Late at night, the orb glows once more.
What?
You mean these people are anomalies caused by the storm?
However,
It is only my supposition. Until we fully understand the storm, we cannot say for certain whether it is true. No, it's logical, really. When the disorder of an era reaches a certain threshold, the storm washes everything away and returns it to a fragment of the past. The problem is, the disorder can't or hasn't been completely corrected. So identical identities appear in different forms, and identical people appear with different identities.
But
Yet none of them can be truly regarded as the same person. Well done, Adele. You've taken another step to understanding the truth of the storm. The truth of the storm. I still can't fathom why or how it forms, or what its origin is.
but there's one thing I know for certain.
How the storm must be defined. Oh.
This storm, it's an utter disaster. Playing with people's lives like toys.
Damn right. Amidst it, even the greatest treasures lose their value, and Manus Vindictae seeks to control it.
yes,
It has only brought
disaster.
Oh, sorry. Agreement between Broom and Beryl is exceedingly rare. Okay. It leaves Broom stunned. Fate should be immutable, an ever-flowing river. Nothing should be able to deviate its course. And yet, in correcting its fallacies, it has been reduced to mechanical vulgarity, a tool to be exploited. It is no longer what it simply is.
The rainwater has eroded the edifice of fate. Cracks have etched their way deep into its foundation.
The orb falls silent on both ends. Broom is stuck speechless, while Beryl sinks into thought. Finally, a mocking voice breaks the stillness. So this is why you're on edge, Beryl. Leave it to Felician to break the silence in the best way possible. To insert herself in every conversation as she sees fit. Take no sides. Oh. Miss Broom, are you really leaving now? We still haven't found the demontoid you were looking for. I'm sorry, Asia, but I had to go. Her days of adventure are pleasant, but their outcomes are often not what they'd hoped. Why? This is all so sudden. 2 days ago, Beryl urged them to return as soon as possible. With Forget-Me-Not no longer providing her with precise intelligence, she can only rely on weakened divination to judge their movements. The pendulum revealed to her Manus Vindictae's acceleration efforts, meaning the storm could come at any moment. But she cannot speak this reason aloud. Have we disappointed Madame Bouanich? Does she no longer wish to work with us? Aw, sweet kid. No, Asia, you're overthinking it. Asia's urgency leaves Broom uncertain of how to answer. In any case, don't worry about Madame Bouanich's thoughts. And most importantly, Asia, you must take care of yourselves. Or you all must take care of yourselves. That's the look of knowing the person in front of you is gonna die. Ugh, evil. A week after Broom's return to Paris, the world melts into an expressionistic oil painting. This is so weird that, like, like it's going through the storms that we've already seen before. Beryl prepares a ritual, glancing curiously at Broom. Since India, you have changed when facing the storm. It's not about the gemstones. The only meaning in all this what? The only meaning in all this is in the world after the storm comes to an end.
But
If I'm to reach that world, I must find the truth about the rain. That's what I've learned from you. But
Madame Bouanich,
do you know, Madame Bouanich? In the same breath that Asia said goodbye, she spoke of her worry that you no longer wish to work with them. Not knowing that their futures would all be cut off in an instant. With limited time at our disposal, this is the inevitable result. I find no disappointment in it. Besides, I found a substitute. On a table, an olive green aventurine glimmers faintly. But this time, I may only be able to make slight adjustments to the ritual itself. I still can't do it, madame. Detaching myself from the world as you do. To be completely clean of it all. At her words, Beryl's hand stopped mid-movement. She stares at the aventurine, and a smile fades from her face. Madame Bouanich, what's wrong? The diviner doesn't answer. Her thoughts sink somewhere very deep. What is happening? Oh, so the great diviner finally refuses to keep spinning in place, does she? Felician's mockery does not touch her. Beryl rises and looks off. Not to a window, but a wall. Though she cannot see it, she knows the rain has begun its washing of the world. You will soon be molded into a new shape. She stands at that shore, watching the rain fall before her, vanish and fall again, over and over. Strange. You mustn't detach yourself from the world, Madame Bouanich.
The fates of many commingle here.
Catacombs.
Her stream is deeply entangled with your own.
What is she piecing together right now? I'm not following. Beryl lowers her head and lets out a long sigh, as if relieved of a weight. When her face lifts again, she has returned to her usual composure.
I have been watching from the riverbank for too long.
She gathers the crystals laid out on the table and places them back into her luggage one by one. Madame, what's wrong? Will you not perform the ritual?
Adele,
Once the storm has passed, go to the parlor and bring me all the white crystals. Those which hold no impurities. Understood? Honestly, do you really intend to go on with these pointless? Those white crystals will serve another purpose. In the dim, scattered points of light drift in her eyes. So those gemstones were worthless after all. Beryl smiles. She does not deny it. Then you intend to... It is time we gave our guest his answer. We cannot leave the gentleman waiting forever. Okay. Oh. Beryl stands at the entrance of her home, waiting patiently. The same door where, all those years ago, Clarine stepped out and dove headfirst into her current. Hello. I must say, you surprised me. I didn't expect you to be you'd be the one to contact me. Tell me, why the change of heart?
I am afraid not.
There has been no change. You're still my client, Mr. Forget-Me-Not. I agree. I will procure the Roraline's tail for your ritual. After the storm, the Foundation will be in chaos. Finding someone easily influenced within the Arcanum Containment Department will not prove difficult. But you must give me the payment I am owed. All information regarding the resurrection ritual. Uh-oh. A little worried now about what's happening. I think that's the most interesting thing about Beryl's whole fence sitting thing. It's like it's hard to know what her next move will be. Cause like she has too many options for what her next her next choice is, especially now that she can't really divine as well. Ushuaia. Miss this place. At the edge of the earth, at the southernmost point of human dwelling, 800 nautical miles south lies the white wasteland that covers the South Pole. There, an event that may overturn the order of life is about to unfold. I imagine Mr. Forget-Me-Not is suffering at this moment. I hope he is. The diviner hands over the Roraline's tail. A moth lands upon it, fluttering its wings. Oh my gosh, Miss Grace! Oh, I miss her too. Thank God. Cleansing of the mind after seeing freaking Forget-Me-Not's face. The alchemical accident upset him greatly. But as long as the ritual succeeds, his failure will be remedied. I didn't expect you to actually retrieve it from the Arcanum Containment Department.
As you can see.
And on a transaction. There's an abandoned outpost in the city. You may stay there. Beryl takes the map Grace offers and watches as she leaves. I assume she's here as Miss
Madame
Grace
Bouanich.
and not Miss Stranger or whatever. Well, madame, what now? Only after the moth has flown far does Broom cautiously step forward. Let us warm ourselves at a cafe first. You must be patient. Give us the playable Miss Grace. She's fine. I'm sure she's fine after that whole thing. I thought you would insist on going to Antarctica. She savors the richness of the latte cupped in her hands, finally letting herself relax. A rare day since the storm, one that requires no frantic travel.
I am afraid not.
Antarctica will soon fall into chaos. There, the Foundation and Manus Vindictae will clash. Going now would only hinder my plans.
As you can see.
Ushuaia is the best choice, close to the vortex's center, yet unobtrusive. Wow, that is like that is like the best way to describe Beryl in one sentence. So in the end you did cooperate with Manus Vindictae.
But
Won't that harm Matilda? While I shared some of the information she shared, I did not disclose any true secrets. Matilda must come to understand that she and I are fundamentally different. We each have our own goals. That is so sad. For her mother to say this. She must learn to expect this. Besides, Matilda is not as fragile as you imagine. Well, that much is true at least. Then, this time, will you tell me your purpose? Sensing the diviner's good mood, Broom chooses her moment carefully. Of course. You have worked diligently, Adele. It is time I told you.
For a brief moment,
When
I
I,
saw a thread.
When I performed a ritual to seal Felician, I caught a glimpse of a single thread. Golden and radiant. She closes her eyes as she tries to recall that fleeting moment. Imagine new players playing this chapter story. Holy spoilers! Oh my god, it would be. Jesus. I believe it may be the essence of fate itself, the original form of the endless light. You mean fate has a form? Then your ritual. It's all been to see this golden thread again. Not just in a passing glimpse, but long enough to trace its shape. Then, perhaps, I will know what fate truly is. This ritual will be entirely different from those in the past. For I have found this ideal medium. Interesting. Are we gonna see Erd? As for Lady Arcana, I cannot see her future, nor clearly define her nature.
However,
Whether her resurrection succeeds or fails, it will disrupt the false surface of this era. Then an indescribable deluge will rise, and a storm will fall in a magnitude far greater than ever before. So that's why you agreed to help Forget-Me-Not. You want to use the resurrection ritual. Correct. It seems we finally encountered a matter worthy of exciting you, Beryl. The resident of the mineral once again points out Beryl's uncharacteristic honesty.
It's almost friendly of you. Disturbingly so.
Beryl lifts her cup, takes a sip, and hides her smile behind porcelain. What the hell? A deep rumbling, as if from the earth's core, rips Broom from sleep.
What's going on?
She looks around. Beryl is gone, along with the white crystals they brought from the parlor. Where did she go? She rises quickly. As she nears the door, she notices a clear, strange water seeping beneath the door frame. Oh my god. No! Vroom is...
Goodness!
Vroom is... Whoa, this is cool though. the effect of the water rising. Wonsung, what's happening? The moment she opens the door, the water surges inward. Girl, don't open the door. Vroom looks around as the water continues to rise. Residents on the street stare into the distance in terror.
What?
Oh, that's the flood? On the horizon, the deluge makes its advance. Following its line, her eyes fall on Beryl, standing not far away. She stands motionless, the water already reaching her calves. White crystals drift around her in the current.
Adele?
Leave her. Right now, we must find a way to survive this flood. No! Something's wrong with Madame Bouanich. Ignoring Felician, Broom runs forward. Madame, what's happening? The diviner stares off into the distance, unable to hide her joy.
most unexpected.
Though I have never been able to foresee the storm, I never expected that it could take this shape. Broom grabs Beryl's arm. Madame Bouanich, if this really is the storm, we need to get back inside. No. Breaking from her trance, she slips herself free of Broom's grasp. This is creepy. I will conduct a ritual here. Out here? Then how will you survive?
Leave her alone, Adele.
Truthfully, I think you should listen to Felician. I don't know. She intends to use herself as a medium. She will replace the gemstone and become the ritual's center. You are, indeed, the more perceptive of the two. Okay, that's that's crazy to say to her face. Rim just stands stunned as the pendulum drops from the diviner's palm. There is no medium in this world more suitable than myself.
Adele,
You've stood at the crossroads of others' fates. I now stand in the same place. Through me, the spiritual and material converge. I must step into the rain if I am to see the fate which has soaked in it, or which has soaked it. I'm scared. A clear light engulfs Broom, stripping away her will.
no need to worry.
The safe house is close. When the ritual is complete, I will return. Whether I succeed or fail, there is still much to be done. How is she surviving this? How does this work? Go now, Adele. Beryl turns to face the rushing flood. Behind her, Adele staggers back toward the safe house. Come, storm. Wash over me. She waits patiently as the water rises past her knees, her waist, then her chest. The wave stands before her like a giant, then descends mercilessly.
Cette double, cette porte, cet entour révèle les séphirotes.
She sinks beneath the surface. A piece unlike any before. Oh, circle. Oh, circle. We love circles here. In reverse. I'm like not paying attention to like the actual puzzle pieces. Maybe I should do that. Oh Christ, I cannot see it all. Okay, where are the darkest parts? Oh, I'm so blind. This is terrible. Oh, there's like threads. I can use that. Okay. Where do these meet? I'm like completely blind for this top part. Okay. No, it's fine. And then make a little circle. Complete at last. Beryl scares me. She truly does, honestly. Ooh, hello. Oh my goodness.
I see.
So this is your form. It's as if she has dived inside a crystal ball. A glistening golden thread is reflected in the distance.
I have been watching from the riverbank for too long.
She reaches toward the thread, but her fingertips meet only a cold, glassy surface. Since the storm divorced it of the clarity of fate's governance, the world has fallen into chaos. I wavered because I was disappointed by what already was, but
How can one truly know the river if they never step into it?
there was like a chuckle to her line there. The golden light trembles. She hears something like the breath of fate. I was narrow-minded.
Most unexpected.
To think that thought and language could describe you, that mere fragments of experience could define you. How dost thou view the storm? Oops. Lady Arcana had her answer long ago. She simply offered me a question worth pursuing. And at last, I see you again, Golden Thread. The advent of the storm was a disaster indeed, and it fractured your holy face. but it also opened a rift in the experiential world.
A rift through which the prisoners of fate chance to glimpse you.
This is so pretty.
And only when they laid eyes upon you could they understand. You are disordered, yes, but
Tu es absolument et de façon inattendue à couper le souffle.
She sighs. Then she empties her mind and simply watches. But the stillness does not last. Her body has already begun to dissolve. Oh my god. So this is the price. The crystalline surface begins to fracture, pushing her further away. But I have no regrets. Her eyes remain open, refusing to close them for even a moment.
who?
Who is that? In a dim afterimage of her fading sight, a girl stands in the void. Wearing a top hat. Oh my god. We're in. Madame Bouanich! The desperate call pulls her from dissolution. How did she survive? Hello? As she opens her eyes, they meet a familiar ceiling. Confusion shadows her sallow face? Never heard that word before. I survived.
Goodness!
Thank goodness, you're awake! Broom leans over her. Hypnosis. In order to perform the ritual, you subconsciously preserved your strength. The hypnosis was shallow. A single breath from Fofo dispelled it. Oh. The dragon on her shoulder flicks its tail. When I returned, the flood had retreated. The storm turned into rain again. Luckily, I was able to bring you back. Oh my god. Just barely made it. That's crazy. Broom pauses. I'm sorry, I interrupted your ritual.
You have done well.
She extends her hand, prompting Broom to help her sit up. The ritual has drained everything from her. She is weaker than ever before. I succeeded. She smiles with quiet satisfaction, recalling the faint silhouette she saw in the water.
There is someone I must see.
Huh. That's crazy. She was fully in the flood. And she survived. Oh, there's more. What is this? The storm threw everything out of order, names and destinies reshaped and formed. I cannot help but wonder, my dear daughter, if it changed yours too. That's a headband. Oh god, where do I even start? I think her crystallized body shows that she didn't come back unharmed. Oh, from her eye too. Oh, I can definitely see that. Because there's something... There's definitely something about that outfit. That's like... Ooh. Can I just put this here? This piece looks promising, but I can't tell what. I can't tell what's an edge piece and what's just like a centerpiece. Okay, that's definitely not. I'm thinking so hard. Don't make me do a puzzle without a reference image. That looks like an edge piece. Brave the flood to see a glimpse of Faith's true form in a letter to Finding Verdant. Verdant #1 fan. Good for her. Everybody loves Verdant on his TBH. What the hell is this? Why is there a curve if it's... I've seen your story play out countless times. A flawless gem hides nothing. And yet, I still have hope that the storm has brought you something new, something unseen. What is that supposed to mean? This is a terrible- I love puzzles, but this is like terrible. No image, no nothing. And I have to figure out which way these pieces are supposed to go. At least this weird curve helps define some of the pieces. This is like the edge of a something. I am locked in. There we go. How curious. Even the gem I know best has turned cloudy and unclear. But perhaps this is for the best. After all, it is uncertainty that excites me most of all. That is crazy. There is no amount of effort which will make the future any clearer. Perhaps we ought to stop here. Whether joy or sorrow awaits, what matters most is the experience she is soon to live through. I only hope that one day, she can tell me herself about that which I have yet to see. Aw. Her dear daughter. Beryl gameplay? Oh my god. Can you imagine a kit like that? Where you to do an attack, like you flip up the card and then to do an attack you have to like solve a freaking puzzle. Oh my god. This is peak gameplay right here, everybody. So, okay, so Beryl's fine. Somehow. That's crazy. I guess she's fine. Yeah, we will get to the Matilda anecdote. But I need to process this first a little bit. That's cool though. I do like how they go through like basically the main story. Or at least like all the storms of the main story. Except for, well, not the from prologue to chapter 10. That's so cool. Beryl is so... she scares me. She really does. There's something about her that is just like... it's so unsettling. This whole fence sitting and like, I don't... like what is she gonna do? Kind of thing. Also really like how it goes through the whole story in Beryl POV. True. Although I do appreciate the little Broom and Felician tidbits. That's peak. gotta have some amount of Yuri. Whether it's Beryl Kana or Broom Felician. Wow, she really does like the storm, huh? She is so interesting. Oh, hello. What is this? Madam Z. Oh, do I gotta do the right options for these? Okay. Where the hell is Matilda Dad? At this point, he might as well not exist. Probably died in a storm. Honestly, yeah, I could see that. Well, like, I don't care. He is not important to me. Yeah, who cares? He can do whatever. I'm here for Matilda and Beryl. The diviner doesn't concern herself with factions, only the storm. Good for her. Although it is insane to me though that to find out that she helped with the resurrection ritual. Like, damn. of all people. But anything for the storm. I have no idea what Beryl. I have no idea what Matilda's anecdote is. I have no expectations going in. Guest room, St. Pavlov Foundation. Well, what do you think, Mom? The girl twirls across the black and white tiles, showing off her coat embroidered with the same pattern. It hangs a little loose on her, but the joy in her movement makes such a detail irrelevant. You look beautiful, my dear, but... There, much better. Beryl brushes the fringe from her daughter's forehead and nods with a gentle smile. Aw. My, have you changed? Of course, Mama. I'm all grown up now. Look! She hops over to her desk and grabs a letter. She carefully unfolds it, as if afraid it might tear. In recognition of Special Investigator Matilda Bouanich's outstanding performance, the committee has decided to promote her to Official Investigator Level 3. This appointment is effective immediately. Identity and clearance levels will be updated shortly. St. Pavlov Foundation Investigator Management Center. Finally, I've waited so very, very long for this. Aha, finally. Now you can't make any more excuses, my mom. She puffs her cheeks and shoots her mother a playful glare. Some time ago, her mother had vanished without a trace. Even the Foundation couldn't find her. Matilda had spent many nights tossing and turning over it. Oh, is this during, or like after, Golden City? Then, a few days ago, Beryl reappeared, safe and calm as ever. Rumor had it she had returned to meet with Madame Z and Matilda's old classmate, the one who became the timekeeper. Oh. Okay. But no matter how Matilda pressed for answers, her mother only smiled and said,
No need to hurry.
You must uncover the truth yourself. I've already taught you everything you need to know. Just as she is now, as how her mother has always been, Matilda had learned to accept it. Alright, the only thing left is to hand over my duties as monitor assistant. They said they have already found someone and I must meet her today. Takes place right after Flowing Feast? Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow, so like, she just she just dipped during Golden City. Okay. While I'm away, the newcomer will take over disciplinary duties at the school. So today is my great foray into tutorship. Lucky for me, it's field trip day, so there won't be any students around. And learning curriculum. It said that the proposal for this extended learning curriculum went to a multi-year process. Interesting. She confidently puffs up her chest, then tilts her head, a slight frown growing on her face. Still, ever since I woke up this morning, I've had this uneasy feeling, like something bad is gonna happen. I tried divination with my orb, but the reading was unclear. Matilda glances at her mother, already knowing what kind of answers to expect. I've taught you more than just divination. Aha! I know what's bothering me. It's that awful woman, the monitor director. She doesn't like me. Well, I don't like her either. Good for you, Matilda. Huh? It was not longer after Matilda's graduation, on one of her many visits to St. Pavlov Foundation, that she caught sight of a familiar figure in the hall. Hello, Madame Z. Hello, Matilda. There was no way she'd let this opportunity slip by. I submitted my application to become an investigator, but I still haven't heard back. All my classmates have been assigned except me. Do you know why? Do you? Investigator. She paused for a moment, then gave a faint smile. I'm not sure about the details, but if I remember correctly, you're younger than most of your classmates, aren't you? You mean my age? This wasn't the answer she was hoping for, and not something that could be fixed through determination alone. But I know you did well in school. I'm sure you'll make an excellent investigator one day. But this is a dangerous line of work. Perhaps for now, you could start as a monitor assistant, with some experience. What do you say? What? An explanation of disbelief from a voice Matilda had hoped she'd never hear again. The monitor director stormed over, her face dark with outrage. Madam Z, I know I asked for help in finding a candidate, but her? Please tell me you're joking. The director shot Matilda a glare, her expression a mix of shock and fury. What is this lady's problem? She got to be one of the least disciplined students we've ever had. Hey. Not my Pookie. Oh god, I really do have multi-choice. Okay. Hold on. Water. Well, tea. Why did the music just, like, disappear completely? Okay. Two girls, one after the other, walk down the shaded path that follows the school building. One is chattering non-stop, the other quietly following behind. Here we are. This is the path all students take to class every day. The class monitor reports to us on attendance and whether anyone is feeling unwell. If someone is ill, it is our responsibility to check on them. We just use the same old method. Take a drop of blood. Wait, what? Take a drop of blood, drip it in a glass of water, and if the fern inside changes color, there's a problem. But sometimes this method isn't so sensitive. So if a student looks really awful, I just... Are you listening? Of course, Miss Matilda. The girl's eyes briefly flick up from behind her glasses, then drop right back to the notebook in her hands. Glasses. Matilda can't help but recall the moment the monitor director introduced this new monitor assistant, the successor. This is Miss Lavender Dale, one of this year's graduates. The monitor director rests a hand on the shoulder of a black-haired girl standing nearby. She is her class's valedictorian and demonstrates the greatest discipline. I believe she is the best candidate for the position of monitor assistant. That's a crazy name, I feel like. The successor? So dramatic. The usually stone-faced director looked at the bespectacled girl with visible pride and satisfaction, the kind that left no room for doubt. By comparison, her opinion of Matilda was likely the complete opposite. Since she started as a monitor assistant, the two have clashed more than once, Matilda giving in more often than not. But there was no question that those exchanges were unpleasant for both sides. Matilda snapped back to attention, noticing the steady scratch of a pen across paper. What are you writing? Did I really talk that much? Just adding some notes, reminders for myself. The eyes behind the lenses drift back to the notebook, the pen never stopping. Why is this special? Whoa, hello. Whoa. It is a subject that Matilda prefers not to discuss. At her former school, Miss Matilda bouanich was always the top student. However, since enrolling in the SPDM, she had never ranked higher than 3rd. She couldn't understand it. They were taking the same classes, and no one was putting in extra hours of study time. Why was she falling short? After a lot of careful thought, she theorized that the others must have a special trick when it came to taking class notes. Asking to borrow their notes directly would be the best approach, and Matilda figured that they were unlikely to refuse the request. But she couldn't bring herself to ask. Still young, she viewed them as rivals and wasn't willing to make a move that suggested weakness. Oh, this poor girl. She tried countless times to muster the courage, only to stop herself, retreating in embarrassment beneath their questioning eyes. That is so me. TBH. That was me when I was younger in school. Then one morning, an opportunity presented itself. The classroom was empty and only the children's stationery, books, and most importantly, their notes remained on the desk. The temptation of the devil proved irresistible. Drawn by some inexplicable force, she edged closer to the desk that didn't belong to her. Noise came from outside the door, making her jump like a surprised rabbit, causing her to crash straight into the newcomer. The suspect, Matilda bouanich, was immediately apprehended, thus ending her criminal career. Yet to this day, she still remembers what she saw in that hurried moment. Questions the instructor mentioned, and those not mentioned. Some came with answers, and some without. Every page of that notebook was filled with dense, cramped writing. It turned out that the orange-haired girl, whom she had always regarded as merely a rival, harbored far deeper thoughts than she let on. Now the question is the girl before her the same? Matilda Sonetto crumbs. Wait, don't tell me. The uneasy feeling that's been hanging over her since morning washes over her once more. If something were to go wrong with her promotion, there's only one person who could be behind it, the monitor director. My god, these two have it like out for each other. It may not be even out of malice. The woman has been in her post for decades. She's a relic. It's not as if Matilda ever means to defy the rules. It's just that the whole system is hopelessly outdated. A good arcanist needs broad knowledge, an open mind, deep understanding of arcanum, and quick judgment in crisis. But at the SPDM, where whoever obeys the dusty student handbook best is considered excellent. The more like a puppet, the better. Oh girl, you don't even know. Becoming a monitor assistant was never her plan, but once appointed, she tried to bring something new and better to the school. Sadly, to the director, that was an unforgivable misdemeanor. Oh. Matilda's just doing her best.
No.
It's more like she's always believed that deep down. What did you say? Nothing. Matilda flinches, immediately on guard. If her guess is right, this first year may be the director's little spy sent to evaluate her performance. You said if a student really looks awful, you would what? Nothing. Usually, Matilda will judge for herself whether a student is faking or truly sick. If it's the latter, she has her own tricks to help them out. But now's not the time to talk about that. If she wants her promotion to stay on track, she'd better keep her progressive ideas under wraps, at least for today. What the hell? What is this? This feels so, like, unserious. A slight stinging sensation pulsed at the tip of her fingertip, but it was nothing next to this pain stabbing through her head. The blood drawn by the syringe dropped into the cup. After a long wait, however, the fern still remained a vibrant green. Looks like I'm alright. Sorry, I'll head back to class now. Lie back down. Your face is as pale as a ghost. She was gently pushed back into the bed. The person in front of her pulled a fountain pen from her pocket before smearing some ink into the leaf. The leaf has changed color, indicating that you aren't feeling well. You should rest today. Noticing her stunned assistant, the monitor assistant gave her a wink. Huh, guess you didn't know. This is one of the most advanced testing methods available. Oh, this is adorable. Aww. She helped people get out of class. Next, I'll take you to the infirmary. If a student gets ill or injured and no teachers are around, we are responsible for basic first aid. In what situation would no teacher or whatever be around? Follow me. This way behind the building is quicker. She stops in her tracks, the girl behind her letting out a small gasp. About 3 stories high, on the back wall of the school building, 2 white-clad figures are awkwardly edging along the window frame. What are you two doing? Hello? Uh-oh. Just realized that Blue Plug decided to put Matilda in a completely different meta niche than her mother, validating Beryl's statement about how different they are and how they have different paths, etc. I think Blue Plug tends to be pretty intentional about, what do you call it? About kids. Like, generally. Like, if you think about it, if you've seen Marsha's kit, opposite of Sentinel, and then you have like the freaking Igor and his kids, kind of. Like I think I really like my favorite thing ever in games is when a character kit is used as a storytelling device. I think that's the coolest thing ever. I can't think of specific examples, but I've seen it like a couple times before. But like you do have to do it right, and I think Reverse is pretty they're pretty subtle about it, but it's also, when you notice it, it's really cool. Did the Foundation find someone to replace a Tooth Fairy? Oh my god. She's still a nurse for SPDM. I don't know. Like, why would there not be any adults to help in like the infirmary? It's just up to the monitor assistant. That doesn't seem right. Well, there's a lot of things that don't seem right for SBDM. They're a little T.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's a monitor assistant.
Hurry up!
Go, climb, climb. Why? Why are we climbing? The kids can't be older than 6 or 7. The moment they spot Matilda and Lavender, panic flashes across their faces, and they scramble upward in a flurry. Isn't today supposed to be field trip day? What are students still doing here? Oh my god, the goofy music. There's no time to think. The boy slips, his foot missing the ledge below. He's going to fall. The window to act is gone in an instant. The incantation Matilda learned in class springs to her lips. Oh god, it's a quick time. The boy freezes mid-air, then slowly drifts down onto the grass. His face is as pale as chalk. I like this, the button. Huh, good for you, the great Matilda bouanich was here. That could have ended very badly. I got you, kid.
What?
Stony? Stony? His name is Stony? Okay. The girl leans forward to look, and in the panic of seeing her friend fall, loses her balance.
Help!
The most, like, oh my god, that was like the most unhurried help voice line ever. Help. She comes hurtling down, and this time Matilda is too slow. A thought flashes through her mind, heavy with dread. It's over. But what follows isn't the dull thud she expects, nor a child's frightened wail. It's a familiar voice.
Hey.
That Jay?
What's up?
I've seen rain and hail fall from the sky, but never kids. A young man in silver-white armor stands before them. Luckily, he appeared just in time to catch the girl. He gently sets the girl down. She's unhurt, but pale and shaken. Razor Squad? Superb timing! But how did you... She freezes as she notices the face beneath the helmet. Lavash, Jay? Long time no see, French fry. Didn't think I'd run into you today.
Oh la la!
What are you doing here? You joined the Razor Squad? She steps closer, her eyes lighting up as she examines his gleaming armor. Not exactly. I'm a... what's the word? Right, an intern. The squad's doing a presentation here soon, so we came to scout the place. Gonna be a mock battle too. The captain's making me do it. God, I did love Jay and Matilda's banter during Golden City. They're so silly. I get it's an honor to fight or whatever, but I ain't the kind of guy to pretend to fight. Cramp's my style. What? You're a great show-off. It should be easy, none. Hey, I ain't a show-off. I'm the real deal. Don't gotta put it on when cool just oozes from you. They're so siblings. An unexpected reunion full of laughter and nostalgia. So, you're a mentor now, huh? Not bad. He glances at Lavender standing quietly behind her, then gives Matilda a pat on the shoulder. Make sure you set a good example, huh? With a wave, the young man strides off. Time to get back to business. They are so siblings. Oh my gosh. Do you two have any idea how dangerous that was? Well, what do you have to say for yourselves? Why were you sneaking into the building? Planning a prank, hmm? The two kids exchange a nervous glance. No matter how Matilda questions them, they just mumble. You do realize that according to school rules, this means you'll be sent to... Matilda can't bring herself to finish the sentence, but Lavender delivers the verdict coldly. The guardhouse. Ooh, don't remind me. Don't remind Matilda. No, don't send the kids to the guardhouse.
No!
I don't want to go to the guardhouse. It's dark and cold in there. And the rats are as big as puppies and they bite.
Please.
Just this once, let us go, please. The two continue to plead as Matilda marches them to the guardhouse. She almost gives in. She's done the same before. Oh god, don't remind me. Sure, mistakes should be punished, but it should be something like a week without candy or half allowance for a month. She knows what the guardhouse is like. The place has cruel little lessons meant to make naughty children remember their mistakes. No, rules are rules. If you didn't want to end up there, you shouldn't have been so reckless. Or you shouldn't have been caught. Matilda finishes the thought silently and steels herself. As her cries continue behind her, she glances back at Lavender. She's scribbling once again in her notebook. Are the worms still there? Oh my god. I feel like that'd be worse. Not this one. Much too drafty. They'll catch a cold. And this one. Why is the floor all wet? Ugh, disgusting. That will need cleaning later. Matilda opens door after door until only one room remains. What are all these Shamirs doing here? I swear I cleaned them out last time. Well, I suppose there's nothing for it. This is the only one left. The moment she steps inside, the kids turn pale. But... don't worry, I will chase them out. A burst of flames flashes across the cold tiles. Startled, the Shamirs scurry out the crack under the door. These freaking worms. By the time the last one has wiggled its way out, the room already feels warmer. The handbook doesn't mention cleaning the guardhouse room before locking students inside. It's the first time her successor has spoken up. Oof. And does it say we cannot? I see. Matilda notices Lavender's eyes widen slightly before she flips her notebook open again and jots something down. Who knows what? Either way, Matilda just can't bring herself to leave a couple of kids who look like they just started elementary arcanum locked in a room full of Shamirs. Shamirs, whatever. Alright, get in. According to the rules, you have to stay in here until evening. I'll return later to check on you. As long as you behave and think long and hard about what you've done, you'll make it out in time for dinner. Matilda turns to leave, but she feels something tug at her coat.
Please?
Can you stay with us? Everyone else went out to the field trip. It's boring being stuck here alone. A thought crosses Matilda's mind. That's right, today's field trip day. What are you two still doing here?
But
You wanted to go, of course. They found an old notebook with instructions on how to make a football in it, apparently from a former student. They smashed the window on the second floor. What? I'm sorry. We were just curious. The girl's cheeks flushed bright red.
because
We only wanted to know what it's like outside, what people out there do. Oh god. That's against the rules. The student handbook clearly states that students must not engage with the outside world unless given express permission. Oh god. But if a teacher's watching, then it's fine, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have field trips or parade ceremonies. The girl puffs up her cheeks and looks at Lavender, her fingers tightening around Matilda's coat.
please.
Tell us a story about being a special investigator. I heard you talking with that big boy just now. You've been to lots of places, haven't you? India, America. I've only seen those names in books.
Please.
Aww. All eyes fall on Matilda. She had no intention of saying no. Aww. That's sweet. Lavender should shut up. Truthfully, peace and love. She needs to shut the hell up. Truthfully, I was absolutely terrified back then. I really thought I was going to die. But thanks to the Ranger Squad, we made it out alive. Inside the orb on our lap, dazzling scenes of adventure unfold. When the story ends, the kids' mouths are still hanging open in awe.
Wow.
What happened next? What about the energy healer lady? She registered with the Foundation, but left soon after. Who, Mercuria? Or... wait, is she talking about Moorpunk or Golden City? I have no clue. She's a wandering dancer, free as the wind, always drifting wherever life takes her.
That's awesome.
I like the Indian guy better, with the mask and a mechanical arm. So cool. Shemaine. Miss Matilda, tell us again about how he smashed that door open. The two chatter endlessly around her, their eyes shining brightly in the dim guardhouse. Finally, they asked a question. Can we be like you someday, Miss Matilda? Go out into the world and meet lots of people. Of course you can. But first, you need to grow up a bit. There's a reason the student handbook forbids leaving school without permission. The two kids exchange glances.
Listen.
We heard some rumors. They said a few years ago, some kids snuck out of school and something bad happened. Oh my god. I regret this. I regret this anecdote. Wait. Oh. Who told you that? Who's spreading those lies? Lavender's sharp tone makes both children fall silent. Then Matilda speaks. They weren't troublemakers. They were just like you, curious about the world outside. There's nothing wrong with that. Miss Matilda. Matilda ignores Lavender's clear disapproval, gently placing her hands on the children's small shoulders. They just didn't know how dangerous the outside world can be. There are terrible disasters, and people far more terrifying than any monster. The storm, Manus Vindictae. Names that are not supposed to be spoken on school grounds, but Matilda has seen too many who have suffered because of them. Aww. Those cunning villains set a trap, luring them into a nightmare, into a lie. It wasn't any of those children's fault, but one of them decided to take all the blame alone. Oh. Matilda recalls the face of that old classmate. That day, she'd given her a pair of crystal earrings as a parting gift. The next time she saw her, she only saw a glimpse of her back. She's always hated watching people walk away. That's why I became an investigator. I will help the Foundation uncover the truth behind those disasters and ensure the people responsible get what they deserve. I will not allow the same tragedy to happen again. Her calm voice fills the room, carrying a quiet but unshakable resolve. The two children exchange a look before speaking up.
So?
What's written in the student handbook? Is it true? It says we should devote ourselves to ensure the peace and stability of the human world. So we have to become investigators too, or do something else that's valuable.
Which means...
That's what our future will be, right? Well... She glances back at Lavender, who is eyeing her closely from behind her glasses. The correct answer is clear, but... Oh, don't make me choose! Ooh, don't make me choose! I don't want to ruin these kids' dreams. But like, they're in the SPDM. You're already stuck here. Let's see. Maybe, yeah, let's see. That's right. She hasn't forgotten her promise to at least be a proper monitor assistant for her today. The two small heads droop, then lift again in surprise at her next words. At least for now it is. There are many terrible disasters going on outside, and bad people running rampant. The most important thing is to fix these problems so everyone can live in safety again. It's not easy. It will take the effort of everyone, and it will take yours too, when you're older, I mean. But once the crisis is over, I think people should be free to do what they truly want. Aww. Aw, Matilda. Look how far she's come. So proud of her.
Oh!
I always regret remembering everyone isn't just living in a suitcase as one big happy family. I know, oh my god. Every freaking reminder of... I forgot the chapter again. Chapter 3? Or 4, whatever. Every time I'm reminded of that stupid chapter, I'm like, damn, my day has been ruined. my mood has gone down. Sigh. I mean, that's what good writing is. I'd say that was the most impactful chapter on me. Just cause like, it had me so disturbed, like I could feel it in my stomach and I had to just lie down after I finished that stream. Ugh. Chapter 3, yeah. Sorry, I keep confusing which one came first. But chapter 3 messed me up. Oh my god. Oh, where am I? Then I want to be a knight. Like, what? Bradamant? Bradamant? Okay. I want to write poems. I'm not very good yet, though. The children dream aloud about their futures, and the guardhouse fills with more laughter than it's ever heard before. At some point, the scratching of pen on paper has stopped. Lavender taps her pen against the page, yet cannot bring herself to write a single word. What about you, Miss Matilda? What do you want to do?
For example,
Be a legendary investigator, the kind who writes a bunch of books about their adventures? Or like your mother, a traveling crystal merchant or a fortune teller? Me? The question catches Matilda off guard. She thinks for a moment before replying. I'm interested in all of those things, but none of them feels like what she truly wants most. Her confusion makes the vision within the orb fade, returning it to its original clarity. Your medium is reflection. Matilda recalls her mother's words from the first time she performed an arcane skill. Signs of the future will present themselves to you through anything that holds a reflection. Our arcane skills mirror our nature. My nature? What does that mean, Maman? Her mother only smiled, as she always did. You will understand when the time comes. Matilda was too young to grasp her words at that time, so the memory buried itself deep in her mind. Now, seeing her own face mirrored in the curve of the orb, she begins to understand. It began with her grandfather's stories. Tales of heroes who braved great adventures, achieved glory, and won the admiration of many. Those stories planted a seed in her heart. She wanted to become someone great, someone extraordinary. But stories alone couldn't teach her to achieve it. What did it mean to actually be someone great? Her first guiding star was her mother, beryl bouanich, always graceful, composed, and effortlessly brilliant. So, Matilda mimicked her gestures, took up an orb, and practiced the art of divination. Then came that fleeting encounter at the parade ceremony. From the moment she met her, she knew the orange-haired girl would forever be her rival. God. Kissing would be gayer. So she transferred to the SPDM, buried herself in books, and learned the meaning of competition, cooperation, and friendship among her peers. And then came Verdun. Matilda had once dismissed her as unfocused, yet even back in their student days, she couldn't deny her natural brilliance. After that incident, the timekeeper and her chief assistant drifted apart, and Matilda, refusing to be left behind, worked tirelessly, submitting application after application to finally become an official investigator. So that's what Maman meant. She finally realizes that her mother, Sonetto, even Burden, are all the same in one way. Some she saw as mentors, others as rivals, but what she truly saw in all of them were the reflection of her own aspirations. Following those reflections, she had always been tracing her path forward, step by step. The answer now clear, Matilda smiles. But none of that is what I want most. None of them is my final goal in life. I do plan to be a skilled investigator. Excuse me. And I want to refine my fortune telling, yes. But once all those pressing problems are solved, there are still so many other things I'm curious to do. Things I want to try. I cannot say exactly what I'll be doing decades from today. The orb in her hands glows once more, lighting the children's faces with a... Whoa, I'm like talking too fast. Lighting the children's faces with the reflection of a dazzling world. The most important thing is to be yourself, to become the person you want to be. So, there's one thing I'm certain of. When that time comes, I know I will truly become the great Matilda Bouanich. Aww. Aww. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh, my Pookie. She's come so far. God, I freaking love Matilda. Alright, enough stories. Now, you two stay put and finish your detention properly. If you're as curious as you say about the outside world, then don't do any more silly things. That way, next year, you'll get to go on the field trip with everyone else. Matilda turns to say goodbye, but the kids' faces crumple into disappointment. Even if we behave, you won't get picked. Picked? What do you mean? Field trip day should be for everyone. It was that way last year, but this time they said the only ones they choose get to go. The boy hangs his head. Something in his tone makes Matilda's eyes narrow. You mean there are more children still left in school? Where are they? Oh my god. You kidding me? Matilda knocks once before pushing the door open. The classroom was full but dead silent. So silent it's suffocating. All the blank young eyes turned toward her, pens freezing mid-stroke. Behind the podium, the monitor director rises to her feet. Lena, John. She stares in disbelief at the two children behind Matilda, then glances towards the back row. 2 desks piled high with books. Oh my god. Verdon's influence. Huh, you two never learn your lesson, do you? Well done, Miss Bouanich. You two, up front now. Madam Harper, I'm here for you. Matilda cuts her off. May I have a word outside? Something in Matilda's eyes makes the director hesitate. After a moment's scrutiny, she agrees. Continue your self-study. I have no fooling around, understood? Miss Matilda, what are you gonna do? In the few seconds before the monitor director steps out, Lavender tugs gently on Matilda's sleeve. You knew about this, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me? When she sees Lavender's face, she swallows the rest of her words. Don't worry, leave it to me. But... The classroom door swings open. The director's gaze is as sharp as a blade. Miss Bouanich, make it quick. I don't have time to waste. I'd like to know why so many students weren't allowed to join the field trip. What is this new selection system about? It doesn't seem to match the reason why Madam Z introduced the field trip day. What are you implying? It's a school decision. Matilda takes a deep breath, her voice trembling slightly, but she's already made up her mind. Make a stand. Hell yes, Queen. Then the school's decision is wrong. She promised herself she would stay out of trouble today, but she's changed her mind. She was once like them, a scolded child in a classroom, looking out the window, hoping any passing grown-up would speak up in the name of fairness. But no one ever did. Yeah, the freaking 12-year-olds had to do that. But now, she can be that grown-up she had always hoped to see. Wrong? Do you hear what you're saying? We announced the rules long ago. Anyone who breaks school regulations or fails classes loses the right to participate. Yet these children still refuse to behave and still ignored their studies. Is that fair to the good students? Those who did everything right? I mean, I guess that's normal in, like, a school. That's pretty normal. I've had to skip out of a field trip once because of bad behavior. Rekindled memories can unlock special options. What does that mean? Oh. You're right. Good behavior deserves reward, and mistakes should have consequences. But this punishment isn't right. She looks toward the classroom, at the eyes peeking up at her, filled with quiet hope. Even the so-called bad kids have a right to be curious about the outside, a right to see the world they were born into. You know how precious this opportunity is for them. Oh, do I have something for this? Oh, damn it. For a moment, Matilda can't find the right words. She tries to steady her voice, but it's too late. The director has already decided to end it. Miss Bouanich, I suggest you watch your words. Now, if you're done, I have to get back to class. Wait! A sudden wave of inspiration washes over her. At least don't lock them up in the classroom. What do you mean by that? Even if they can't go on the field trip, there's no rule saying that they have to stay in the classroom for self-study, is there? The director doesn't answer. Seems she guessed right. Yes, Diva. I did get bad ending. What did I miss? Share your peculiar thoughts with a certain girl. Stage 5? Huh. Maybe I'll come back to that. The sense of fulfillment that had filled Matilda's chest slowly fades as she steps beyond the gate, dimming with the evening sky.
What troubles you?
It seems my daughter had a little difficulty today. Mama, I told you don't have to come pick me up. Matilda's voice grows smaller under her mother's calm gaze. Humph. I can't speak. looks like my promotion is done for. But I have no regrets. If I had to do it again, I would still make the same choice. Oh, Queen. I believe you have something to explain, Madam Harper. And why am I hearing that in my absence, the students who did stay at school spent the entire day on the sports field playing football? I don't recall putting that on the curriculum. Behind a heavy walnut desk, the man's tone reveals nothing. No anger, no approval. Lavender, standing behind the monitor director, trembles slightly. The director lowers her gaze, a look no student had likely ever seen before. Oh, so she did listen to Matilda. Aww. My deepest apologies, sir. This was all a failure in my supervision. I'll make no excuses. You. The man behind the desk pauses, lost in brief thought. A heavy silence fills the room. But from what I've heard, it was that monitor assistant, Miss Matilda Bouanich, who arranged this whole thing, wasn't it? As you said, she's only an assistant. Her words are gently, yet firmly cut off. She reminds me of you when you were younger, always full of ideas. What the hell is this? This is weird. And the young lady behind you, your name's Lavender, correct? Madam Harper has spoken of you. What's your opinion of Matilda Bouanich? No need to hold back, Miss Lavender. I've already heard about Miss Bouanich's promotion to level 3 investigator. I'm genuinely pleased for her. I don't believe that for 1 second. Whatever answer you give today, I assure you no one will be penalized. After all, the committee's decisions aren't ours to control. I just want your honest opinion. Lavender, I swear to God. Yes, Principal. Please wait a moment. I've recorded everything that happened today. In truth, she doesn't know how to answer. She doesn't want to hide anything, but she still isn't sure how much she should say. What's the right answer? What does right even mean? Her mind goes blank as she flips open her notebook. The most important thing is to be yourself, to become the person you want to be. The image of the person who said those words flickers in her mind. What would she say? And what does she want to say? Oh my god, wait. Somebody looking up to Matilda. Oh my god. Everything she'd ever wanted. I think... Takes a deep breath. I think Miss Matilda is an impressive monitor assistant. And in the distant future, maybe she'll become the great Matilda Bouanich. Oh. Oh god, this music. Don't play this music! The cheerful tone makes Matilda jolt upright. She fumbles out her portable communicator, her hands trembling. Miss Matilda Bouanich, your clearance level has been updated to level 3 investigator. The St. Pavlov Foundation looks forward to your continued contributions. She doesn't read the rest. Holding the device close, her emotions soar like a roller coaster, shooting straight from the depths up into the clouds. Maman! Maman! Look! Matilda leaps into her mother's arms, and their day ends with a hearty celebratory dinner. The next morning, Matilda Bouanich reports to the St. Pavlov Foundation, ready to receive her first mission as a level 3 investigator. Aww! That was so cute! What the heck? Oh, I got scared. Wait, I gotta see... What was this one again? Stage 5. I gotta see what this one is. Which one did I...
Wow.
Oh, it was the,
Awesome.
telling the kids.
Listen.
You should have like a ×4 auto thing. Autoplay.
So, which means...
Or just at least a way to get to the thing, to the option. Okay, let's be good people. Not necessarily. Unable to hold back the truth, her words draw a startled gasp. Matilda clenches her teeth, electing to ignore it. Thank you. There are many terrible... Okay. Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing anyways! Oh wait, but I want to see the... Was it 7? That has the thing where you... do the thingamajig? I think it was 7. Where I can choose... Let me see if there's something different. Affects the ending a bit. Okay, so like, oh, I misclicked. I was clicking too fast. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Take 2. Autoplay is too slow. Give me my good ending. And not click on the thing. I need to play more visual novels, TBH. I don't play enough, like, actual visual novels that have, like, multiple endings and stuff. Okay, here we go. When Madame Z first proposed the field trip day, the goal was to let all students safely and appropriately explore the world beyond school walls. That is exactly what last year's notice said. It's still pinned on the main hall bulletin board. You heard me, Madam Harper. It says all students. What exactly are you trying to say, Monitor Assistant Matilda Bouanich? There we go. I'll take them. You. Her voice rises sharply, eyes locked on Matilda as though she's staring at some foreign creature. You don't have the authority. Not even I do. Miss Bouanich, you're being reckless. You have no idea what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. The door is right here beside me. All I had to do is open it, and they'll be free. I bumped into the Razor Squad earlier. They have a car to drive us to the site. We will all be safe with them there. Oh, true. The children may have missed the morning events, but if we leave now, we'll still make it in time for the picnic and afternoon activities. Do you understand the consequences of this? I do, Madam Harper. Matilda takes a few steps forward and grips the doorknob. She opens the door. Oh, Queen. Will it continue from here?
What troubles you?
Oh, here we go. I believe I have something to explain, Madam Harper. Why did I see students who were supposed to stay at school arrive at the field trip site with the Razor Squad? I don't recall rescinding my decision. Or signing. Whatever. I wonder if Lavender's gonna say anything different. I feel like she wouldn't, though. She'll say the same thing. The great Matilda Bouanich. God, this music. Trauma. That's cool. That is cool though. I like the way that they're doing the anecdotes. This new one. I think I was saying that when we played Necrologist's anecdote, just because I got curious. But like, I don't know. It's so cute. I love Matilda. That's my Pookie. That's baby. Oh, my sweetheart. I love her so much.
Though captured in light.
Wow, today was awesome.
Is a power which lies beyond our comprehension.
I recommend the Zero Escape trilogy. I've heard of it.
Focus that light.
But I've not seen anything about it. So maybe I will look into that.
Discernible point. And thus, we may grant a fleeting
I have not
glimpse
seen
of
this
truth.
animation.
So, choose the sphere of Pneuma which calls to you.
Oh, Beryl.
And let it be your guide.
Beryl's character story was awesome. So was the
It is
anecdote.
only natural to hesitate before the unknown.
Oh, I can touch the crystals?
There is no
Oh,
need to
too late.
rush. The light
I
will
was
find its way to
enamored.
you in time.
I was too fascinated with the whole thing. Is it actually like an
I once
interactable
saw music only as a metaphor for fate.
what do you call it?
A pre-written
like
melody
animation?
played until our songs end.
I don't know how to trigger again.
But Miss Voyageur sees it.
I don't know if I can trigger it again. Limited units have special animations? Does Nautica have, like, some, like, one that's, like, you can interact with? Huh. That's crazy. I did not know that. I mean, I didn't... TBH, I'm not sitting here in the suitcase for that long.
Is it?
Unless I have freaking Druvis.
I do appreciate your attempts to bring some surprise into
I mean, I guess it's not surprising.
There are madeleines on the table.
The limited units, get a lot of stuff.
Some small reward.
Like, even just having, like, the animated little, animated sprites is so cool. Anything for the limbs.
Though captured
The
in
limb
light,
units.
is a power
Oh,
which
here we
lies
go.
beyond
Hello.
our comprehension. Through crystal, a diviner may focus that light.
Doesn't matter which one I click.
Into this world as a
I just have to wait for it to finish speaking.
And thus, we may grant a fleeting glimpse of truth. So, choose the sphere of Pneuma.
Oh,
which
here,
calls
choose
to
one.
you, and let it be your guide.
I'm feeling this one. Doesn't matter. I can't tell.
There are still those who sell
Damn.
tarnished crystals.
I think I triggered
under the bouanich name.
I triggered the
It
interact
is
one.
a time-consuming
Oopsies.
task to root them all out.
Unique skins
but
also get this.
necessary
Oh,
if we are
slay.
to preserve our reputation.
God, I really want. I've been looking at. I watched
And in
the
time, as the hazards of the false are
Wolfsters.
made plain, the true crystals will gleam all the brighter.
Oh my god, words. Analysis of Nala's skin. I want it so bad. Oh my god. I really do. But I am getting broke. I don't have a lot of money. Cause I keep spending money on gacha. I can't help it. Mostly cosmetics. That's the only time I will be spending for gacha. I don't really like whale. I can't do that.
Often holds
Cause I feel
truths
guilty.
far greater
The
than
most I
any
do are like monthly passes,
appreciate
but I'm
your
never actually
willingness
gonna buy
to
like the
There are
$100 pack or
things
something
which
like
are
that.
more easily revealed to
But
me
it just makes
in
me feel
quiet.
guilty. But then like I'm out here buying $30 cosmetics. Like whoops. I was what do you call it? I was looking at merch. Oh my god, by the way, my Corvus merch is supposed to be getting here next month. So I'm really excited. I'm praying to God that it comes in one piece. I got the Corvus plushie and the spinning acrylic stand where Corvus is like holding up Robuska. Those are the ones that I bought. And so I'm praying to God that the acrylic stand comes in one piece. I think the plushie is probably durable enough to handle what do you call it? Some knocking around in a box. But I always get worried buying acrylics to be like shipped like online over buying it in like a store, like going like the Animate store. I feel a little safer with that because I'm like, hey, at least I can keep track of it. But then like what if the delivery people are like so freaking aggressive, because they always are. I think we've had before like delivery people like freaking throw the damn box onto the front steps, and I'm like, can you chill? I don't know. It's like I feel like it's so, maybe it's just an American thing. Maybe Americans are just like assholes. Cause like I don't know, like yeah, and I've seen a lot of different like the Ring camera footage of people's front steps where where like they where they're throwing packages onto the steps, and I'm like, God. The pain, especially if it's even, it doesn't matter if it says fragile or not. They don't care. Pisses me off. I guess, have you seen how long an Amazon route is? I know. I mean, I get it. You can only have so much patience in a day as a delivery person, but I don't know. I feel like throwing it is still excessive. Like, don't take out your pent-up frustration from working your route. Or at the very least, just make sure you're not throwing something fragile. Because I feel like that's even worse. Because sometimes you have a product that's like, it's fine, it'll survive rattling around in a box. But then you have like the fragile stuff, and then I've seen people who I've thankfully never had that. But I've seen like footage of people like just freaking slamming it into the ground, and I'm like, damn, chill out. It says fragile on the box. Have some respect. I don't know, but I'm just hoping. Hopefully my Corvus stuff will be intact. Cause, what do you call it? I really like the spinning acrylic stand. I think it's so funny. It looks so goofy. I'm very excited for that. And I want more merch, but like, I'm poor. It's expensive. It's so expensive. Even, like, I was looking at, after Enfield released, and then they put out their merch site, I was complaining about it on Twitter and Blue Sky. They managed to reduce their shipping prices, because Arknights, they had a similar thing with Reverse, where they just stopped shipping to the US entirely, because of the tariffs, and then when they brought it back, the shipping prices were abysmal. Oh my god, they were so bad. And then I think they switched to something else. So now their shipping prices is quite literally $6. Which is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in a long time. But then the products themselves are so expensive. Like, the acrylic stands are 8 inches. They're 8 by 8 inches. They're 25 USD. That's stupid.
Silence.
I have never seen an acrylic stand of that size, particularly. That is so expensive.
I appreciate you letting it speak.
I'm pissed off.
There are things which are more easily
I'm so sick of
revealed
it.
to me in the
I just want merch. God forbid I want like acrylic stands of my favorite ship. Ugh. Don't piss me off. I hope Reverse does more like pop-up stuff, or like they start having merch in like more stores. Because the thing is, like, my city, and even like the neighboring cities, they're pretty lacking in like hobby stores. And even then, the hobby stores that I usually see are not like anime hobby stores. They're more like what's the word? Like TCG and stuff. And like the TCGs that I don't play. And then also like the Pokemon TCG scalpers. Screw them. But then there's not really, I don't really see a lot of anime stuff around. Like, I remember seeing on the news that they had like, we recently had, well, it wasn't my city, it was like a couple cities over. But they had like their first anime convention. I shouldn't laugh, because it was like, it's admirable. And I have so much respect for people who will organize large events to enjoy their hobbies as a community. But like, that was the saddest looking convention I've ever seen. It's so empty. There's not really a lot of people. There's not a lot of like stalls or anything. And I remember they had this like, they kept the news broadcaster, like the cameraman or whatever, like they just kept showing the 3 people in furry suits and like nothing else. And I was like, it was so sad. So I completely doubt that Reverse will ever like get merch to my city. But like, I think they could go with what do you call this? They could expand a little more. I want to see more pop-up shops that are not just exclusive to like Japan or China. That'd be awesome. When was the last time they had a pop-up shop in the States? I'm sure I asked this before. And the answer was like a little bit like a while ago. Cause I've seen the pop-up shop, the one with the witch Isokanya. That was so cool. Their like venue or whatever that they had. It looks so cool. But like that was China exclusive, I'm pretty sure. Like they just had it in China and I was like, damn. If only. Like not even just for the merch, but just for like the experience. Cause I feel like gacha games, or at least the big ones, like they go crazy with pop-up shops. Did anyone here play Punishing Gray Raven? Have you guys seen the statue that they made of their newest like character? I don't think that was a pop-up shop. I think that was just like at their offices. But like, it's crazy. It gets gacha games get so serious sometimes. Oh yeah, shipping to Europe too. Oh my god. Everyone out here suffering. Take me back to Japan. Actually, I don't even know if they have anything, if they have merch in Japan. Actually, you know what? The things that I see on Twitter is like, is people in freaking Indonesia and like other Asian countries, that are going to like animate stores or whatever, and finding reverse merch. And it's always like the same places. Like I remember I keep seeing posts of like this, I think is it Indonesia? It's some country in Asia, I don't remember. But it's like the same Kinokuniya bookstore, where they have like a giant Yuri section. And I was like, ugh. I'm so jealous. Cause when I went to Kinokuniya in Los Angeles, the Yuri is so barren. Oh my god. It pisses me off. Like why do they hate us? Why is the boring, not boring. Why are all like the shonen manga,
any words.
action manga or whatever, like taking
over
over literally every wall?
Which are more easily
You can't tell me that they get sold out that quickly, that you need to have that much in stock, because you don't. Give me some space for Yuri. Oh my god, yeah, the trading cards. I did not even know that they had the trading cards until recently. It's so cool. But like, I don't think I've seen it be sold, like even by like a proxy, or at least maybe it was just sold out. Hold on, let me see. Where's that R99 1999 shop? They look cool though. I love those like trading cards. God, I also want to buy the Laplace Moondrop collab merch, but poor. Utu card album? Hello? Oh, now God. Nobody let me Nobody should ever let me open a freaking store, a web store, on stream, because I'm just gonna start scrolling. Although it is not loading at all. Because OBS is taking up everything. That's fine. Yeah, I really like, collecting TCG. But like, because I started my first TCG, and the only one that I've ever, like, stayed with consistently, I guess, semi-consistently, is Pokemon, and like, it's bad. It's so bad. I stopped collecting already a while ago, because I can't handle the scalp prices. But like, I love when games have like TCG stuff. Like, I don't even play Genshin anymore, but I really wanted those ones. Just because I really like their their trading card game. And then I think there's another game that I played. Actually, no, Arknights has some. The new art book has a code for Sonato skin. Oh my god, I saw that! I want the book! I want it so bad. How much is it? I don't remember. How big is it? Because I've been seeing people talk about it. Well, no, actually I'm thinking about Arknights. Because Arknights also released the art book, and that's what I've been seeing. But I have seen some people talking about the new art book. And it's so... They were out for me specifically when they showed that when they only teased the Druvis concept arts. Oh my god. That's evil to me specifically. I need it. I want it so bad. I don't have enough art books. The only one that I have is because I won something. Actually, no, I didn't even win it. It was the Honkai Impact second art book. And if you've never played Honkai Impact, the only way to get these art books before they start releasing it for purchase is playing the game. But, like, you have to, like, grind the hell out of the game to get these art books. So I was busting my ass for this, and I got it. So now it's the only art book I own, because everything else is expensive. But I really liked the even just like the snippets of what they showed for the reverse one. It looks really nice. It's probably gonna be so expensive though. Druvis was the first character they finished after all. I know. My love. My beloved. I'm trying to find how much it is. I don't know but I don't think there's any notice of price yet. Man. I would love to have that, but today will not be that day. That will not be happening in any recent future, because that is expensive. Yeah, I think the Sonato skin is exclusive to the book. Like, they give you like a code and everything.
Silence often holds
Arknights also
truths
does that.
far greater than any words.
Oh my god, those Arknights art book
appreciate you
skins.
letting it speak.
I need those so bad.
There are things which
How
are
do
more
people? Don't
easily
people like
revealed to
sell
me in the quiet.
like codes and stuff, like exclusive? Well, I mean, I guess it's easier to do in like big events where like they give you they'll give you like a physical code or whatever, versus like having to buy 5 billion books to sell codes. It's so crazy to me that people will do that. But I mean, I guess. Global flopped. Who's surprised? Who is surprised? I feel like that's how it is in like 90% of gacha games. They give everything to whatever like country the devs are from, and then global is like, damn, we're starving. We can only use what do you call it? Or we can only rely on like scalpers 90% of the time. It's so sad. But one day, I would love to have a lot of reverse merch. That would be so beautiful. Not just reverse merch, but all the other games that I play. God, I need Arknights merch so bad. At least we have live streams with Regulus. JP just have translated on his stream. Oh, true. We love Regulus. I miss her. I feel like I haven't seen her in forever too. Excuse me. Tea. All my games, yeah. Merch from all my games. Well, usually when it comes to merch, I mean, I have to be picky about what I choose anyways. But like, usually when it comes to merch, I'll just do, or I'll just buy my favorite ship from that game. So like I have Castor Saglaya from Star Rail. I really wanted to get Carlotta Cantarella for Muwa, but that was too expensive. I have too many, there's too many ships I like in reverse for me to choose just one. TBH. I mean, I feel like maybe, what ship would I want to have as like for acrylic stands from reverse? I should do like a ship tier list. I do like, I'd say either like his pointer or Windla or Isakanya. But I feel like Isakanya is like the obvious answer. And also everybody loves Isakanya, so like they're always out of stock everywhere. It's so hard to get any merch of those two. But also Windla's really popular too. Is there pointer merch? Can I have some his pointer merch on my desk, please? That'd be great. And Echo was the French Regulus with this. The what? So what are we talking about? I've never heard of this Night Echo thing. Probably no pointer merch, huh? There's this one, this artist I've talked about before. What do you call it? This his pointer artist that I talked about before, and they put out merch, but it's only available in Korea. And I'm like, oh my god, save me. Get me out of here with these stupid tariffs. She appeared on CN streams, showed up in the 3.2 stream and now the 3.4 stream. Well, I've not witnessed any of the CN streams. I've never watched any of them because they play the trailer. Or like they play like the version trailer, and I avoid that with my like the plague. The only time I'll look at CN content is for just like images of the new character and nothing else.
I appreciate you letting it speak.
Marui does?
There are
Let me see.
things which are more
Let's see if
easily
it loads.
revealed to me in the quiet.
Maybe the host over there? Huh. Interesting. Let me see. God, I forgot that Marui posts like 5 billion images every every new patch. 5 billion images and GIFs and everything. Doing my best to find it because you guys can't send links in the chat without it getting filtered. January 26th? Let me see. God. Is it the girl in the lion hat? Is this what I'm looking for? I mean, I don't recognize her, but she's very cute. And this awakened instrument. Oh, she's so cute. What the heck? This is Night Echo? Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god, wait, her, like, the little accessory she has on her, what do you call it? In her hair. They're like flowers, but then they also look like, what is that instrument? The tuba, wind instrument kind of thing? That is so cute. Oh my god. She's adorable. Wow, CN host, huh? So cute. Mr. Applebook Cooler. Hey, put some respect on King's name. God. I love reverse. Well, I think that'll be all from me today, because I am, congested. I have been getting more and more congested over the course of this stream. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I had a lot of fun with this. I love Beryl and Matilda. I can't wait for Broom, the character story. I will be there. I will be streaming that whenever it comes out. Oh, also, I started a Syndrome of Silence run, and then I freaking fell asleep. So I'll get to that, and then I'll share my thoughts on it next time. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks all my VOD watchers. As per usual, stream announcements will be posted on Twitter, Blue Sky, and YouTube. I don't know what else I have planned. I won't be streaming on the weekend because it's family trip. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll figure it out together. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. Hope everyone had fun. I'm going to go eat some lunch and lay down. But thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.